Well, this might be interesting. Oh, we'll see how this goes. Jay Watterson, I see you over on Kick too, so let me see if this is actually going to go. It says stream preview. I don't know what it's doing. I've never done this, so let's see go live. Hit the go live and see what happens. Sorry, I know I got my camera up in front of the way, guys. Let's let it go live. Oh, come on. They want to send another code? Good grief. Okay, you're overdoing it, guys. The code thing is getting a little stupid. So any move I make, they want a code. Code. Didn't receive a code. Didn't receive a code. Okay, so I got to wait 38 seconds for them to send it again. You didn't send me a code, guys. That's pretty useless. Sorry, I'm just double checking to make sure they didn't. No. Nope, there we go. There it is. All right. That's an invalid code. Then, well, you just sent it to me. All right, yeah, this is the way to start, guys. Yeah, just send it to me, too. Okay, so good code, guys. Let's try this. They got two numbers here. What's this one? Yep, this is the way it's going to start off. Oh, my Lord. Okay, so once you do it, it won't let you back up. That's beautiful, guys. Oh, a bunch of jerks. There it goes. Wow. Sorry, guys. This is the first time I'm trying this. Hey, look at that. And now it won't do it. Okay, so the camera won't work. It won't read. All right, so the end of that. Won't be doing Kick tonight because now it won't do my camera. It was doing it on my tests, so that's beautiful. Oh, hey. Allow this time. Come on. Everything worked when I was testing. Now when I go live, the camera won't go. Nothing will go. Okay. Let me go to my software and try something. Let's see if I can look at what's going on with this output. Yeah, it won't even show me anything. It won't even let me look at nothing or do anything. Okay. Well, kiss my butt. It worked fine through 3 different tests. As soon as I go live, then it won't work. So, anybody got any ideas? Let me know because it won't even let me look at it unless I stop streaming on Kick. Okay. I already don't like Kick, though. Every move I make, they have to send me a new code. I move a page, send me a new code. Move a page, send me a new code. So I wonder if I should just stop it and redo my camera output. I just stopped it. I'm going to go do my camera output. Sorry, guys. I know this is... Well, no, it's still going now, it says. So it won't let me even look at my outputs, though. You guys suck. All right, I'm going to kill Kick. Then I'm going to go look at their outputs. Because it's not letting me do something. So, camera's up. Bitrate, everything's there. Just won't work with my camera. Just won't run, I guess. Okay, well, video, yeah, okay, well, piss up a rope. I'll try it one more time. I don't think it's going to work. So, well, Kick won't be tonight. I tried. Yep, it just won't do camera. Code red error. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Sorry, Jay Watterson's over here on Kick. And he's like, code red, operator error. The chat's showing. I don't know if anybody can hear me. But yeah, it worked fine before, and now it will do nothing. Starting soon. No, how about you just do it? Yeah, it won't show my camera at all. I don't think it's showing anything. So what is going on with the camera? Not just chatting. I never said just chatting. Good grief. Yeah, save, whatever. That wasn't... You have to do that. Information saved. Well, I already did that. Use microphone. Okay. Boy, this thing is just really ticking me off. It's reading my microphone. Hell, you might even be able to hear me over there. Sorry, guys. I don't know what it is doing in my camera. It is just refusing to run my cam. What is it doing with the camera? It shows my camera's got a mark through it. Anybody done Kick? I was able to see audio and video on Kick. It was fine. You can see me? Wait a minute. You can see me, but I can't? Well, son of a dink, you're right. Ha! Wow, that's not a very good studio. Okay, yeah, you're seeing me. Okay. Then I'm just going to go with it. Well, that is weird. So that is definitely a Kick problem on the Creator Studio. Because I can't see a darn thing on the Creator Studio. I can see your chat in one corner. Wow. Okay. I got it. Hey, Joel, how's it going? Sorry, guys. Once again, anybody that sees this, skip past this. This is me trying Kick, and when I was testing, I could see myself on this Creator Studio here. Now that I'm streaming, I can't. So, Jay Watterson, thanks for telling me that. I went over there. You let me go. And there I am on Kick. Okay. Well, welcome, Kick. Giving it a shot. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go back over here. So how is everybody? Yeah, dude. Operator error. Yeah? No, dude. I was assuming it was operator error from the first point. From jump. From jump, I was assuming it was a me problem. But then it's like, what the hell, Kick? It worked before. So I don't understand why they showed me my image and my camera on the studio when I was testing it, but then suddenly it just goes, okay. All right, guys, how you doing? Do me a favor. If you haven't, please share the channel out. Please share the stream. I've tried on my limited ways. I didn't share Kick out. Let me see if he answered me. Sorry, I'm trying to see if a friend of mine will come in. I'll make sure he's up. There. All right, guys, so how's it going? We are going to talk about a few things tonight. Unfortunately, there was an attack at the Seattle Center. Dude, there's been a lot of bad stuff going around. And I'll do my best to check the chat over here over at Kick. Wow. It's kind of fun to say that I'm over on a different platform. I'm not saying my channel is going to, go grow on Kick. But it's nice to try something different. And Rumble, it's pretty useless. Sorry, it just is. Sorry, Rumble, you're useless unless somebody drags a huge channel over to you. All right, so I don't know how much you guys have heard. Let me get me over here. I think I got everything muted, so if there's anything popping up, let me know, because you know how sometimes... Nope. Hey, do that. There we go. All right. Some of you guys know there was an attack at the Seattle Center at a food festival. And sadly, it now looks like there are some people dead. 2 people were killed and at least 5 others injured in a shooting at Seattle Center as the Civic Center complex hosted a major food festival. I mean, and 2 dead, 5 injured, including a 2-year-old. I'm hoping... Now, this is bad. Don't take this the wrong way, YouTube. I'm hoping the 2-year-old is just injured, not one of the dead. That's all we can hope for, guys. This is not cool, not good. And, that's some outfit she's wearing there. So, I don't know. I don't know how much you guys have heard, but yeah, I think they had a suspect. Let's see if I had that. But this is a guy... And I know right away, let me know what you guys see as a problem here. Of course, Frozen Capital. We're going to talk about this doofus here in a second. But this post this guy put up here, I mean, there's a problem with this. People do this.
Machine gun just went off. That's yellow. Oh my God. Get the heck out of here.
People have enough, in a situation like this, people have enough awareness now in this age of 2026 to keep the camera on their face. He even looked down to make he's keeping that camera on his face. One, okay, way to make it about you. But my instinct, I don't know about you guys, my instinct has always been to put the camera on what's going on around me. People aren't there to look at me running away or walking away or ducking or hiding. They're looking at what's going on or what I filmed or whatever else, or I'm streaming for what's going on. And there's people just on their face, the star of their own show all the time. Says the guy on camera, behind the microphone on YouTube and Kick.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's great, dude. We can see up your nose and everything else, but nothing else. He's running after the shots. Went off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's... Made sure he kept it on him the whole time. Great reporting. And of course, this guy here, of course, an AR-15 would use to commit a mass shooting again. When are we going to get serious and ban these weapons of war from our streets? Today it's Seattle. Tomorrow will be somewhere else. The Second Amendment is an excuse to commit mass murder. I mean, come on. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right. It's just pure stupidity. That is the dumbest thing. So, I did comment to this doofus earlier. See if my comment's still up. Oh, yeah. Or, if we are really serious about saving lives, we will just ban every leftist from owning any gun of any kind, and that would eliminate 90% of these mass shootings, especially in schools and churches. Just saying. But if you guys have heard anything else, Jay Watterson, I bet you already know the the parentage of said shooter. But yeah, so this guy gives a history of AR-15s, what they really are. Hey, dipshit, AR-15s are banned in Seattle. Nice try. Yeah. If AR-15s are banned in Seattle, the guy brought it there. Hey, how'd those gun laws work for you? Why would anyone want one? There is never any use for such a thing. Well, obviously, there's a use. Just saying. There's obviously a use. But any tool can be used for the wrong reason. Keep in mind, there's a guy in Wisconsin, what was it, 3-4 years ago, that drove a Ford Escape through a crowd of people during a Christmas parade. We didn't hear anybody going, why would anybody want one? Why would anybody want one? They're just an excuse to mow people down and kill people. Never heard that. You only hear that with guns. Automobiles kill more people in America in 6 months than I believe guns do in 2 years. But we don't get serious. We don't get serious about getting rid of our automobiles. We don't ban swimming pools, all the rampant drownings. We don't ban hammers, knives. Oh, wait a minute. Don't give the UK any idea to come over here and ban our knives. It doesn't matter. Any tool can be used for wrong reasons. It's a dumb thing, but this only applies to guns. It only applies to guns. It never applies anywhere else. Over a kick. Okay. So, okay, well, let's see here. I've avoided looking into what happened to Seattle. Jay Watterson, I've only looked cursory. I'm not saying we know who did it. I'm just reporting what little we know, and I'm not going to go into craziness. I'm not even sure if it's an AR-15. I'm just going by what they wrote here, but I do like, hey, dipshit, AR-15s are banned in Seattle, and I just don't like the hypocrisy. Why would anyone want one? There's no use for such a thing. Yes, there's a lot of use. AR-15s are used in a huge amount of self-defense cases every year. And people always talk about the lives guns take. They never talk about the lives saved by guns, which far outstrips it. But this is some footage from the Seattle Center, the shooting area. As loud as it goes. But so far,
home?
Well, they're probably just trying to get inside anywhere off the streets.
No.
Dude, if you're... Yeah, I'm not letting people in my house. You don't know who these people are. You could be the shooter. But I'm just telling you, if you're in a crowd like that, don't run, don't trample any... I know, it's easy to say. But yeah, try to get off the street. Because if you're in a crowd, any of these crazies, right or left, we don't know. Crazies love it when they have a bunch of targets. But yeah, Jay Watterson, I hear you, bud. We're not going to talk about it a long time because honestly, it's so new, we don't know much about it. I believe there was an arrest, though. Got to do a better job of preventing insane leftists from accessing these kind of weapons. I'm going to give him a yeah. Eric E., they are now banning carrying kitchen knives in England. That's how effective banning tools is. Yeah. It's the evil shitheads wielding the tool, not the tools. That need to be dealt with. 100%. Imagine that. Criminals breaking the law. This guy puts AI overview. Yes, the sale, manufacture, importation, and distribution of AR-15s are banned in Washington State under a 2023 law. A lot of good reasons here. Maybe the left should consider actually imprisoning the criminals. I commented that on another post, which maybe I'll try to get to from my own area. Had a little police kerfuffle here with some of the usual suspects. Maybe we'll look at that. But we're going to be on at least a couple hours, guys, so buckle in, get your drink, whatever. Don't panic and get off the X. Yeah, don't stand on the X. X marks the spot. A lot of people are coming back. People are tired of these lefties posting stupid crap like this. You are a complete and utter moron, yeah. Which war has an AR-15 been used in? Oops. And that's why we're looking at some of the comments, guys. We don't know that much. Let me see. I think I saw where they had arrested somebody. Let's see if I have. There, right here. First thing I can say is, well, looks like a usual suspect with the hands like that. But I'm going to say, I'm going to go out on my limb. I'm going to go out on a limb. Yep. I'm going to throw myself on a limb, so feel free to get the flip-flops out for a future stream. I'm going to say it's going to be a lefty. I mean, but I will say this. It could be just some crazy retard, but what? Why would you go shoot up a food fair? That's what it was. It's a food fair, guys. So that's where you decide to go do this? Either way, right, left sounds like an absolute tard nugget. This is supposedly, we don't know if this is the person. This is a suspect. How was walking let those pants like that usable? I don't know. That's what we got so far. That is just a suspect. I don't know. I'll be looking tonight. Yeah, 2 people have died, 5 others injured after shooting. I mean, okay, 5 injuries, including an infant. Okay, so the good thing is the baby's alive. Okay. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. Gun reform efforts have taken a back seat with all the other shit Trump has. Oh my God. Yeah. Somehow they always get Trump in there every fudging time. Trump. Dude, the rabbit ears could break on their TV and they'd go, friggin' Trump. Or what's the other one? Friggin' Jews. But yeah, so, Another video. Oh, I'm not showing that on YouTube. Nope. We're not showing that. I'll read it. But I ain't showing that. Nope. No, I'm not showing that image. Another video from the mass shooting at Seattle Center during Bite of Seattle Festival shows first responders treating multiple people on the ground just minutes after the gunfire. 2 people reportedly killed and 5 others injured, including a 2-year-old child. And I'm not showing that image again. I do not know if that person's alive or dead. And I don't want to. No. So I'm not going to scan through that. But guys, you know, prayers, well wishes, hope for anybody injured, and give everything you got for the families of the 2 people that we know have deceased. And let's do the exact opposite for the person. We don't know if that's the person they were perp walking or not, but whoever did this, let's wish them a speedy, not comfortable exit from this earth. In fact, I think it's time to start enacting some of George Carlin's policies on punishing people like this. You know, the old famous catapult into a brick wall on televised TV. You want to get some of these people to stop doing this crap? I don't care if it's gangbangers. I don't care if it's leftards. I don't care if it's some trans nut. I do not care. Maybe we start doing the George Carlin. Start being a little more biblical. You know, a little more of that. Maybe, and I'm not talking for innocent people, so don't come at me, YouTube. Or Kick, I'm sorry. But people who remove humans from Earth, especially police officers, children, dogs, cats, you know, earthworms. You start going around just removing anybody else from the planet. I think it's time we enact a George Carlin. Yep, and televise it. And I think if we start doing that, we'll see a lot less of this. All right, guys, we're going to move on to something slightly better. But not really, because it has a ramification of being something pretty damn bad. And not everybody's going to agree on this. I've already seen a lot of people disagreeing. The Shiloh Hendrix verdict. You got idiot right here. I am praying that Shiloh Hendrix verdict is guilty. It's so important that white people feel defeated. This whole thing is a racist thing anyway. So yeah. I don't know. I might try to get off if I can find the time, I'd love to try to split some of these streams up in bits. But yeah, this is not good. Of course, this Barry McCockner, I don't know if that's a real person or not, but they are a racist. And if anybody has a right to be racist in America these days, it sure ain't people of her skin tone. There is a war, not just in America, in a lot of Western nations right now, a war on white people. There's a race hatred out there, and it is not pretty. Sorry, guys, I'm not being as animated as normal, but I've been a long weekend, and so much of this crap going on. Sometimes you just feel, I don't know, it's hard to get angry anymore. It's just disgusting, and you're tired of it. But to Barry McCockner here, kiss my crackered butt. We're tired of you. We're tired of everybody's getting fatigued. Or my favorite word, fatiguers. We're tired of it. None of this crap going on is anything to snigger at. It means laugh, YouTube. Look it up. Look it up. Feel free to crack open a Merriam-Webster's dictionary. So yeah. Now, if you haven't heard, I'm playing this because it's part of what was in the court hearing.
Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it, right?
So
you call him a nigger?
Now this kid, this all happened because an 8 or 9-year-old child of dark skin complexion was caught digging in her child's diaper bag and trying to steal stuff. She caught the kid, and there are reports, I haven't seen all the court hearings, but there's some people saying she didn't use the N-word for the kid. That's why she was found innocent with the child, because she didn't say the N-word to him. But this guy comes up, and he uses the N-word. Right, Jaxie? Yeah. Jax is mixed race. Right, Chicky buddy. Tuxedo cat. He comes up to her and he uses the word as much as she does almost. It's very close. He says it before she does. He's daring her, trying to make her say it. So if her doing this, and yes, she was found guilty of disorderly conduct, then why is it this guy can come up and yell it out loud? By the way, there's kids in the background right here. If she's getting disorderly for yelling it, why isn't he? He said it first. Because the reports are from the court, she was innocent with the child because she didn't call the child that. I hear. Others are saying she did, but I haven't seen anything from the court that says it. So yeah, this is absolutely stupid. Let me see what Jay Watterson is posting. And for anybody new that runs into this channel, yes, this is about my normal level of professionalism, but usually a little more animated because I'm a little less burned out by this idiocy. But welcome, Arsenal. I'll look at that later, Jay Watterson. I don't know what that is, and I can't play it on my... I don't have my headphones hooked to a separate feed. Dude, I don't know what you're doing. Sorry, he's down here just making out with my desk. But no, this, if you guys haven't seen it, this is what it is. And YouTube, I am playing evidence that was played in court. I'm not saying this. Don't come after me. And the guy saying this out loud, before she says anything, is this guy. Why is he not getting in trouble? Why is he not getting disorderly conduct? And we'll talk a little bit later why he's not even supposed to be there.
Did you call him a nigger, the child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the nigger word?
He's said that now twice in front of all these kids and that woman. If it's such a bad word, why is he saying it? Why is he saying it? And by the way, let me ask a question here. That word, the ninja word, the magic word. Yeah, I'm getting a little hyped back up. Okay, that magic N-word. Can all black people use it? Because if I remember right, that was mostly a word used in America and maybe England and a couple other countries, wasn't it? I don't think that was worldwide. I think that was mostly kind of a slur here in mostly America. And there, by the way, it comes from Nigerian. Nigerian. That's where it came from. Nigeria or Niger. These are countries and stuff and regions, YouTube. Look it up. I don't think, I've heard Kick is not as doofy about this stuff. But that's where it came from. And I don't know if a guy who's immigrated here recently from another country has the right, a Somalian has a right to use that word, does he? Is this just any, partially or mostly melanated person from any country gets to use it? Let's say you're a black guy and you're born in China. You immigrate over here. You barely speak a lick of English. Do you get to use the N-word? I'm just asking, where are the rules? I would love a lefty or hey, if you're black, come on in here and tell me the rules. What are the rules on who gets to use the magic word? This guy's family was never, ever in this country back then, as far as we know, subjected to any type of slavery back then, subjected to that word that black people say still hurts them to their soul. 150 years later, they use it every day for each other, for you, me, and anybody else on earth. They played at 5,000 watts in front of a daycare center. But no, that's not disturbing the peace. 5,000 watts and they're hoopty going, I'm a badass ninja. Oh, come on, ninjas. In front of a daycare center. But hey, that's okay. Shiloh Hendrix says it when she's goaded to in a park, she gets in trouble. She gets in trouble. And then you got that retard I showed up there saying, white people need to be afraid. You know what? I think we're getting tired of this. It's time for the non-white people to start being afraid. The people who want to act ghetto. The group of people in this country who want to commit 50+% of all violent crimes or murders. The group of people who are, 500 times more likely to attack and or kill a white person than the other way around? Just saying. Which is bad considering we are about, 40% of the population, white folks? You are 13%? That's pretty bad math. No wonder, lefties like 2 + 2 = 5. But no, if you haven't heard the rest of the story, I'll play this. And don't come after me, YouTube. This is actually now evidence that was used in court. And I'm not saying it, I'm just playing it. But look at this guy goading her. He's now said it twice. And if he was filming and had more to show with her throwing it out there first, we'd see it.
Did you call him a nigger, the child?
The fuck you talking
Did you
about?
call the child the nigger word?
None of your fucking business.
It is my own business. You call him a nigger? Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
Fuck you, nigger.
Okay.
Nigger.
All right, that's what you said.
Yeah. Okay. Still not seeing where she did anything different than him. And this guy is walking up on her while she's carrying a child. Imagine if this was reversed. White person with a camera, come on, say the N-word, you're walking up. Or say cracker or chalk demon or whatever your thing is. While black mama had a black kid. Oh, people be all over it. But hey, this guy, we'll get to who this guy is in a bit.
You don't go digging through people's shit, you dumb fuck.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little fucking kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him a nigger?
Yeah.
The little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna
Are you about to hit him? You chasing him?
She's kind of right. You don't want to be called a ninja, don't act like a ninja. You don't want to be called a ninja turtle, don't act like a ninja turtle. You know what I mean? I've been called redneck in my life. Well, I kind of grew up a redneck. Well, gonna be called a redneck. Whatever. Don't act like it if you don't want to be called it. And I just don't care when they call everybody else around them that. How long is everybody in the world going to be held hostage to the magic word? When it's more melanated folks that are still doing slavery today. But boy, the lefties in America and the black people love to talk about the racism and the holy crap, the slaveries that happened in America 150 years ago. Don't want to talk anything about the slavery that went on in all the brown countries for 5,000 to 10,000 years before America ever existed. Don't want to talk about that. Nope. Not going to talk about that at all. Don't want to talk about the slavery still going on in brown countries only in the world pretty much right now. Nope. Only got to talk about this little part of the world in this little bit of time. That's it. Tired of this shit. And that's where fatigue is coming from. People are tired of it. Now we're assaulting kids, telling kids that you better be embarrassed because you were born white. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, a nigger, the N-word.
Yes. I'm of the mind that if you steal my shit, screw with my shit, too bad. And by the way, if she had slapped the child, that's where I'd have a problem. Don't slap a little kid. Calling a name? Don't steal her kid's shit. This kid is much older than her kid. Look how old her kid is. What's that, 3? This is a 3, maybe 4-year-old. An 8 or 9-year-old was stealing her kid's shit. By the way, the kid that was stealing had an ankle bracelet on from the state. Maybe should have been keeping a better eye on him. Whoever was supposed to keep an eye on him, and it's not this guy, this is not his dad. So it does make you wonder, why is this guy creeping around in the park with a camera?
That's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're going to call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
That's a hate speech. And you can be recorded for that.
I don't give
He said it.
Huh.
fuck off.
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you. You call him a
He says it and goads her every time. Why is that? That is just insanity. That's hate speech. Then it's a hate speech for everybody, or I know you guys are tired of it. Fuck off. It's not hate speech for anybody. We don't get magic words for certain races. Or hey, wait a minute. You know what? I think it's time for all white people in America to take a vote. What word are we going to say that no black people can use? I'm sure there's got to be one. How about daddy? How about job? I don't know. If we want to be dicks, let's go for it. How about job or daddy, or how about, how about this? Here's a word. I don't want them ever to be used, the word respect, ever again. You disrespected me. No version of the word respect. Now, if you remove respect or disrespect from them, they're screwed. The people that demand respect don't want to give it. All right, let me check with you guys here real quick, but we'll move on. Trust me. We're going to do the little bits. We're going to replay and catch everybody up. She was found guilty for fighting words towards the camera person, acquitted of fighting words, disorderly conduct towards a 9-year-old. Which is funny. How's it fighting words when he used it first? Jay Watterson is just asking you, bud. I mean, I know you probably agree with me on this, but when this cameraman used it first and is getting in her face, by the way, following her around with her little child, this is a guy that has no kids there. He used it first. He's not an American. And I'm going to, hey, to black people, hey, Sog, what's up, buddy? To American black people. I don't call you African American. If you want to be African first, head on back. We can show you plenty of X videos and YouTube videos and Instagram and TikToks where people did that and then shit, they went right back here. So maybe call yourself American or Black American or whatever else, but African, kiss my nuts. No. I think if we would take the word disrespect away from black people, they can never use that word again. Nope, that is hate speech. I think that would be fair then. But now I'm all right. So we have racist dinkus here. Now let's take, like this, Daniel Concannon? Wow. Let's take a walk through the American justice system, shall we? Sharmiki Omar is the Somali man, so he's not American. Screw you. You don't get to use the ninja word either, because that was for American slaves back in the day. You weren't. You were from Somalia. Screw that. Is the Somali man who filmed Shiloh Hendrix on the playground in Minnesota that day in April 2025. In January 2022, he and another Somali man allegedly spent 2 days graping, I'm still a small channel, guys, an underage foster care runaway in a trailer, keeping her falsely imprisoned. In March 2025, all charges were dismissed in the interest of justice. In the interest of justice. Weeks later, in April of 2025, he turned his camera phone on at the playground after a young Somali thief attempted to steal from a white mom, Shiloh Hendrix, and being haranguing that white woman for having said the word, Omar demanded that Hendrix repeat the word on camera, which she did 4 times, while Omar himself said the word 5 times in less than 1 minute on the video. He says it first on the video. On video, first. She says it in response because he dared her to, so what the hell? 4 months later, multiple disorderly conduct charges were maliciously brought against Shiloh Hendrix for the playground incident, in which she was the only victim. Somebody was trying to steal her shit. That got lost in this, guys. They got lost that somebody was stealing from her. Stealing. So any type of conviction on this is absolutely, it's just purely retarded. We have free speech. It doesn't matter if she called the kid an N-word or not. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, so yeah. Deal with, not words hurt, words are violence. Screw you. This is a pure First Amendment case. And then last night she was convicted, especially for saying the N-word to Sharmaki Omar after he demanded she saying it first. Yes, I'm adding a little, but that's exactly what happened. He saw it on the camera. That's his video. Well, he himself said it repeatedly. But it's only bad for white peoples. This is unequal treatment under the law. This is what I've said in these streams before. The only people in America, and hence probably the world, that have actual free speech are black people. And black people know that and use it as a cudgel. They've used it and beat us over the head with it, and people are getting tired of it. People don't care. People are starting to not care. It's taken decades. This claim of you're a racist it falls on deaf ears anymore. People look shit, whatever. And the N-word is losing its power. They're starting to give no shits for hearing that. They're done. Especially people like me who know when it drives by your house, thumping away 5,000 watts, or in front of a daycare center, or somebody just randomly use it in a grocery store all the time. People are done. It's pure racism. Only black people have freedom of speech. Come on. If anybody, lefties or black persons here, prove me wrong. Show me what words is it that you cannot say. That is unequal treatment under the law. It is illegal under our laws, under our civil rights, under the Constitution. That's that. So I am of the mind either it's illegal for everybody or fucking shut up. And lefties, like, you just want to say it. Why not? It seems to be not such a bad word. They seem to use it for everything. They use it for their buddies, for their girlfriends, for their boyfriends, for people they love, people they hate, for 5-year-olds, for 55-year-olds. They use it for white people. They use it for skinny kids, even kids that ride bikes. They use it for Asians. They use it for Hispanics. Seems like a pretty useful word, doesn't it? Kind of makes you think, wow, I could use a word that useful in my repertoire. I know. Thankfully, I'm a small channel, so probably won't get clipped where somebody's going to clip little bits. Go, see, he just wants to say it. Ignoring the whole thing I just said. Just pure stupidity. All right. So, moving on. They also leave out, oh, by the way, they're right here. Shamarki Omar was never called to testify in the Hendrix trial. So they played his video that I just showed you in court, where he said, ninja, ninja, a couple times. And she said, then he said, ninja, ninja. He said it multiple times and goaded her. So he said it in front of white people, brown people, people of different heritages. No problem. She says it. Hate crime almost. Why is it not disorderly for an immigrant to this country? I don't know if he's legal or not. I don't know. Why is it not disorderly for an immigrant of our country to use that word in public loudly, but one of us, an American citizen, is not allowed to? Seems like we're second class in our own country. Yeah. So she got a $1,000 fine plus all the court costs she had to pay and 200 hours of community service. And yeah, I know she got $850,000 raised by people who are tired of people just want to raise, tons of money for people little black kids who kill white boys. Just saying. So yeah, and by the way, rewind. This is here where the other worst part comes in. And I'm going to read this because not everybody knows this part. Rewind to April 2020. That's when Sharmaki Omar, our favorite Somali videographer, along with another Somali friend and his friend of his, separate from his alleged co-graper, grape nuts, YouTube. Grape nuts. I'm going to have to use that. Committed a violent assault in the street. And this was caught too. Omar threw a rock at a car, then attacked and beat the 16-year-old driver. A bystander tried to intervene, but Omar's accomplice threatened him with a knife. For this, Sharmaki Omar was merely charged with, ta-da, disorderly conduct. Yep, for hurling a rock at a car and then beating the crap out of the teenage driver. While his friend held off the onlookers with a knife, which, how many onlookers did he hold off with a knife? And what type of weenies were these? Probably lefties. Omar faced the exact same charge that Shiloh Hendrix faced for saying the magic word. A word that Omar asked her to say and said himself. As she held her child in her arms and walked away from him, he kept following her. Yep, fled the playground before Omar could assault her too. Like Shiloh Hendrix, Sharmaki Omar was convicted on his count of disorderly conduct. His sentence, $200 fine. That's where it gets bad. So this piece of shit immigrant, I'm not even sure he's legal, went after her, said the words that she got in trouble for saying, said it loudly in the park, more times than she said it. Yet this jackass back in the day assaulted somebody. In court, they proved he did it. $200 fine, and that's it. No community service, no jail time, no nothing for physically attacking somebody who got disorderly conduct. Insane. And by the way, I believe, and anybody in the chat knows for sure. Anybody in the chat knows for sure. This Sharmaki, he was on the offender list. They acquitted him due to, what do they say here? Charges were, where is it? Here it is. Charges were dismissed in the interest of justice. But they're saying he was still under the SUL offender list. Why was he in the park videoing anyway? He didn't have a kid there. This guy he's a freak. My opinion. It's opinion show. And I get to have one. We haven't quite fallen to that level yet here. Yeah. Interest of justice. Jesus. Minnesota, what the absolute fuck is wrong with you people? So yeah. Yep. Say a word to an accused grape nuts, and kidnapper, and convicted violent criminal who demands you say it while saying it himself. $1,000 and $200 community service, not to mention international infamy. Yeah. Could the anti-white standard be any more egregiously in our faces? Not just anti-white. How about anti-citizen? Anti-citizen. All right, let me catch up with you guys here. Don't forget there's an elected DA, a prosecutor from DA's office, and a judge that all went along with it. Yeah, 100%. I'm not forgetting him, Jay Watterson. Now, buddy. He chose not to answer. So, let's see. Let me catch up here. I asked a black person who was calling a white man pink face, which apparently isn't racist. If I called him blackface, would that be considered racist? I don't know, dude. Well, actually, we do know. Of course it would. Because you can call us pink face, chalk, demon, Casper, honky, cracker, whatever you want. Saltine. But my God, if you utter a saying with a porch and a monkey put together, or a jungle and a bunny put together, oh boy. Oh boy. Just saying. Or the magic word. Or if you say blackface to one of them. Yeah, no, we already know there's a double standard. And yeah, Zog, it's not just in my country. It's in a lot of first world nations. And the funny thing is, they always talk about, oh, minorities. Y'all know what I'm about to say. White people are the minority in the world. So kiss our collective glow-in-the-dark butts. We are the minorities. You want to say, oh, we're protecting minorities. No, you're not. We're the minority. In the world, we are by far the minority. Oh, now, suddenly, lefties don't like minorities. Nope. Because they don't feel this justice warrior crap for their own type or for just my type if they're another type. Only counts when you can claim minority status when you're not. True minorities, whew, we live in clown world. We live in clown world. Was this a jury trial? Yes, Jay Watterson, yes. Jay Watterson's right. It was a jury trial, but look where it was. Minnesota. Land of Somalian scammers. Proven fact. Come at me. And the lefties who actually took most of the money. Come on, where's all that money? And I'll say this. Nick Shirley keeps putting out bangers of videos. And I haven't seen more than a few people arrested. Where is all the money? We know the Somalians in Minnesota didn't end up all that money. It's in Democrat pockets. follow those billions. They've shown they only took hundreds of millions out of the country. Most of that money was here. Democrat pockets. And probably a few Republicans too. Yeah, so jury trial. So not only Jay Watterson said, Jay Watterson talking about the prosecutor, the DAs, the judge. But now we have a jury of complete racist, American Constitution hating morons. And then probably, just we'll show those Trump chuds. That's what it was. We're going to hate. Hate for hate's sake, I spit my last breath at thee. Jay Watterson already knows what movie that is and who he was quoting. Yes, you do. And I only mention it because I know he does. I know he does. If it wasn't, can't the defense lawyer call the camera guy to this case? Even if, the funny thing is, Joel, I think he can call him to the stand with or without a jury trial. If that footage was used in court, and it was, they use that footage in court, then they have a right to face the accuser. His footage is him being the accuser. So somehow, I would like to know if they got to call him, and obviously it doesn't look like he did, and why they weren't allowed to call him. Was the court not allowing it? Were they trying some loophole going, well, we're just using his footage? But you can't cross-examine footage. The person who shot it, though, you can. So were they disallowed, or was the lawyer shitty, or what? That's answers I don't have. All right. By the way, Joel, sorry, buddy, I didn't say hi to you tonight. I did say hi to Jay Watterson and Sog, but Joel, sorry, how you doing, man? Video on Instagram showing two black women viciously beating up a white woman for allegedly using the N-word. I recommended they saying they then proceeded to prove her right. I'm currently on, yeah. Woo, 2,000 likes, yeah. Yeah, and I agree, Sog. And I agree with what Shiloh Hendrix actually said. Don't act like an N-word if you want to be called an N-word. You don't act like it. If you don't want to be called a criminal, act like a criminal. You don't want to be acted like a Snickers bar. don't act like a Snickers bar. Whatever. How was the camera guy's immigration test? I don't know, Joel. I don't know. Yeah. I do not know. Let me see if I can find him here real quick. I'll try to... Here, let's find out. Let's see if the AI knows. Let's see. Which one do we want? ChatGPT. Let's go Grok. ChatGPT and Gemini will try to be, well, we can't answer that. You might be picking on a race. Well, yeah. In this case, I probably am picking on a race. All right, let's see here. Doop. Here, I'll even use videographer, guys. Sorry, I know I spelled it wrong. Well, we don't know because would they even tell us? I mean, come on, they just say everybody's legal. All right, Sharmaki Bail Omar, also referred to as Sharmaki Omar, is the videographer Shiloh Hendrix, blah, 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 blah. He is a Somali immigrant and long-term Rochester, Minnesota resident who appears to be a legal U.S. resident, likely a lawful permanent resident or naturalized citizen with no public evidence of illegal status. Okay. But I think if you are throwing rocks at cars and assaulting 16-year-olds and then grape nuts with another mentally challenged young girl, why would we let you here? I'll ask any leftard wants to argue this with me. What is this guy bringing to America? And I'm going to say it right out. What are most Somalis bringing to America? Don't give me, it's only a few. We're finding more and more of the Somalis in many states doing this crap. There's too many of them. What are they bringing to America? The great Somali cuisine? I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. So yeah, it's just, so far, Joel, it looks like he's legal. But why would we let him be here? We need to ramp up denaturalizing people. We used to do it. Look at our past. We used to denaturalize. We used to ban people from America. We used to boot people out. Or at the very least, I mean, why? Why? Why did he only get... I'll bet if I go walk out in the street, throw a rock at a car, then beat the bejesus. We are talking about a hypothetical situation, YouTube. Out of a 16-year-old in that car, and my buddy's holding off the other people with a knife, which still flummoxes me. But I bet I would not get disorderly conduct and a $200 fine. You know, because... You know what? You know, funny thing is, black people have been screaming for a long time, and so have leftists, that the American justice system... Sorry, I'm squirming, guys. My back. I've done some bad things in my back the last couple of days. The American justice system is racist. They're right. They were just lying to us about who it was racist against. Because it didn't just suddenly get racist against white people. It's been like this for a long time. I've told the people this before. I mentioned this on a couple streams. Me and a friend were working at Sergeant Pepper's Auto Shop in Davenport, Iowa, about, 25 years ago? And during lunch, we'd sit in the break room and watch Law and Order. There was an episode with Michael Moriarty back in the day, where he's talking to Shambhala Green, that is actually the character's name, don't come at me, after a case. And she's talking about racism. And he's like, then he started listing off back then all the racist stuff going against white people that black people are committing all the time. He's like, yeah, I only see racism coming from one side in America anymore. They knew that back then. That's back when Law and Order, by the way, used to go after both sides equally and just call out BS for what it is. Not when they rebooted it and just made it into a lefty happy fest. Go look that old episode of Law and Order up. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah. They knew then that the justice system was racist against white people. We have a guy in my area, I've talked about this. Multiple guys, actually. There's a certain family with a really good name in my area. If you got from this area, you know the family I'm talking about. This guy, one guy out of the family, got about 15 bites of the apple. And number 14, this judge sentenced him for another felony to church service. Yeah, church service. And then cleanup work with the church. What'd he do? Didn't show up. Went out and ended a girl's life. Oh, good job, Judge. 14 felonies wasn't enough. Had to have that dead person on the rolls to actually put him away. I'm telling you right now, not a lot of people in my skin tone walking around with 14 violent felonies per capita compared to the other types. Just stupid. So yeah, Unfortunately, Joel, news reports and court coverage described him as a 38-year-old Rochester resident. You mean like the Maryland man? Who has lived there most of his life, attended local schools. I don't think he's lived there most of his life. At 30 years old, if he'd lived there for most of his life, let's say 20 years, you wouldn't have an accent that thick. So I'm calling some BS. Right, Reich? Yeah. Sorry, big dog come down the steps. I'm calling BS. I'm calling major BS. I'm checking, just looking over on Kick. If anybody's on Kick wants to chat, feel free to hop in. No problem. If you don't, just watch. If you did watch even for a couple seconds, thanks. I appreciate it. My big dog is right here. He's looking for something to steal. When he gets tired at night, the hunting instinct in him makes him go around stealing stuff. And a 103-pound dog will do that. But so, yeah. Sorry. Looking over here at Kick. Going back. Okay. So I don't know. The Maryland man. Well, I can call him the Minnesota man. If you are here 20 years, that'd be most of his life, you wouldn't have an accent that thick. I'm calling BS. So I'm not sure we can trust anything else. He's of Somali heritage. No, he was born in Somalia. I always talk about words, guys. Somalian heritage of some. By the way, if the chat is way behind tonight and I'm not answering you guys quick enough, I'm not sure I set my stream to low latency, so apologies. Somalian heritage doesn't. No, if you're born in Somalia, you're Somalian. Somalian heritage means your mom and dad immigrated here and you were born in America. Then you have Somalian heritage. No. Part of the community. It's large Somali community. Many members arrived as refugees and later gained legal status or citizenship. And I'm going to ask once again, why? We used to have standards. You had to come into America and have a skill and be able to do something here. What have these people brought? We already know that most of the welfare in Minnesota is these people. Most of the theft seems to be these people. I said seems. Claims of being illegal, fleeing to Somalia, or self-deporting appears to be unverified. Not saying impossible. Social media rumors with no backing from court records or mainstream reporting. He remained in the U.S. after his earlier charges were dropped. Of course. Pretty much shows he can do whatever he wants. Hey, wait a minute. I can go and click, blah, 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 with this girl, and I'm good? I'm staying. This is a great place. I do that. I grape nuts with a young girl that ain't got all of her wits over there. Even in Somalia, they're going to do worse to me than that. Maybe whack off a ween or something. Oh, but I get to do it here, and I'm $200? Shit, I'm staying. Wait, and I get to assault a 16-year-old with rocks at cars? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the offender list, but I can go to a park, video a lady, push her to use the N-word, even though I use it. I don't get in trouble, but she does? Shit, I'm definitely staying. Boy, what have we shown? We've shown this asshat that the laws and rules that apply to you and me don't apply to him. Of course he wants to stay here. Why would he leave? Omar has a public criminal history. Yeah. Wait a minute. If this is the same dude, he's got other convictions? Holy crap, he does. Minor convictions. A 2012 driving, skateboarding issues? Dude. So wait a second. He was 2026, 14 years younger. Just saying, sounds like he's been in trouble since he got here. Why is he still here? 2020, disorderly conduct from an assault case. Pled guilty and fined. Pled guilty to beating a 16-year-old or throwing a rock at their car. And that's it. Wow. 2022, charges for criminal SA involving a minor with a co-defendant. All charges dismissed in the interest of justice. What the absolute fuck does that mean? Charges interest of justice. How is that justice? How is that not immigration consequences? You SA or beat up an American citizen, you're gone. Gone. Just gone. But this is going to be overturned. This is going to be, if it's not overturned by an appeals court in Minnesota, this will be overturned by a federal district court or the Supreme Court. There is no way you can start doing this to people for speech. That is insane. If this doesn't get overturned by a Minnesota appeals court, federal district court, or the Supreme Court, that's it. We are much closer to where the UK is than I thought. That's it. All right, SOG. Can I just randomly put this in? Whilst I remember Sophie Cunningham. God bless America. Yeah. Sophie Cunningham. Is that? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a good amount of them here. Yeah, this happened. I did a post like a month ago that showed so many women and girls we've lost in America. And that was just a tiny bit of pictures with a list under it. How many times, and it just keeps happening. If you go and look around on X and type in actual, murdered or killed by illegal immigrant, you're going to find fresh ones. I just saw 2 in the last week. And I don't want to hear from anybody, well, it's only a few. I don't care. It should be a 0. Just like illegal voting. There should be no illegals voting. Not one. Oh, there's not that many. 1 is too many. The lefties always seem to have this. It doesn't happen. It's not happening. Well, it's not happening much. Well, it's not happening enough to hurt anything. Yeah. So there we go, Joel. Hope that answers your question. This is going to get overturned. It just is. It's going to get overturned. And I'm with you, man. Thank you very much, Saw. God bless America. And God bless New Zealand. You guys have some issues too. All right. I'm going to keep checking in on Kick. Thank you, Jay Watterson, for stopping over there. Guys, if you'd like to subscribe to me on Kick, the link is in the chat, Lions Den WS6. And I'm not expecting Kick to suddenly become amazing. Well, I'm trying something different. And maybe I'll even try to do YouTube, Kick, and Rumble. See if my computer goes, eh. I doubt my fiber internet will. My computer might choke a little. Got to talk to BitTech about that. See if they say this little girl is good computer they built, but does not need updating now. I wouldn't mind having it set up to run 2 screens and stuff. That'd be nice. Even though I've been told by a few other small channel friends that sometimes having it on a separate computer is a little safer. You don't actually click something over and show something that sometimes. All right. Yep, she plays for the Fever. Okay, yeah. And also, jeez. Yeah, no, mate, she's a fair, yeah, the basketball player, yes. Yep, she wasn't alive. Yeah, I know, it's, isn't she the one that is, beating up on Caitlin Clark? Isn't that her? Isn't that her who's beating up on Caitlin Clark? I'm just asking. I could be totally wrong. Like I said, I have no problem being wrong. I'm losing track. The whole Caitlin Clark thing. I'm not a huge sports person. She defends Clark. Okay, see, I'm going to get there. I typed it in. Okay. Okay. Didn't she come out? I'm asking because I don't remember. I'm not a big sports fan, but I know that even I know the Caitlin Clark thing because it's not too far from me. She's from, around my area. But hasn't she come out and said stuff about the whole Caitlin Clark thing? Wasn't she one of the few that really kind of stood up for her? Because it's a key contributor to Fever alongside stars like Caitlin Clark. Active on social media, the following, she's done modeling. Ooh. Sports Illustrated features and build a strong personal brand. Outspoken issue protecting women's sports, opposing biological males. Frames of common sense. Well, yeah, okay. Okay. Kate Clark's on our team, but they're best buddies. Okay. She's the finger pointer? Ah, nice. Okay. Yeah, the WNBA is they're stupid. All right, so we'll move on here a sec. I need a drink real quick. This is getting kind of cool. Well, it's still warm, but ooza. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm using my mouse on the other one. Looking at some things. I'm trying to get used to the dashboard over here. Over here on Kick. I'm trying to get used to that, the changes. Which is still weird. If I go back to my dashboard here, it doesn't show my camera. It's like, what the fudge? If Jay Watterson hadn't told me, I'd have been sitting there dinking around with it and going, what the frig? She's a hot WNBA player. Well, now I gotta Images? Will it show me images? Oh, I may have to type her in anyway. Okay. Let's do it this way. Up. Copy. I'm curious. There's nothing to be... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I've seen her. I didn't know she was a model or anything, but yeah, she's a cute girl. Okay, yeah, I can see why. Okay. Yeah, okay, damn. Caitlin Clark is a better basketball player, but yeah, Caitlin Clark is not, I'm not making fun of her, but I am not pretty, but Caitlin Clark is not, yeah, she's definitely got that going for her. How tall is she? Sog, since you seem to know. Dang, her legs. Sheesh. Anybody coming in right now, apologies, but it got mentioned, so you were looking. How is her height? 6'1". Yeah. To quote Eddie Murphy, I'd like to offer my grooming services. My wife knows better. All right, let's head back here real quick. See what you guys. Kay, what's up? Well, you don't have them all going through one OBS? Oh no, Kay, I don't do OBS, and I'm a tard. Anything I know in here, I've self-taught myself, and I've learned just enough to get myself in trouble, and just barely enough to get myself out of it most of the time. No, I haven't used OBS because I've run into too many people that have had so much issues with OBS, but I've thought about it. I've thought about running OBS. No, I use a streaming software, and I do click and run most of them through that. But it's, it is what it is. No wonder I have problems. Oh, I have many. No, okay. How much time do you have? By the way, welcome. I have many problems. But I don't let it stop me. All right. Now I've thought about it, but I've known people that use OBS to have major problems too. Sound issues and stuff like that. So, at least the problems here I can blame on me. I'm not sure that's better, but I can blame them on me. At least that's a great part. Yeah. No, but there's a lot of channels that have major problems with OBS. I've even seen some of the bigger channels crash often with OBS. But what I miss, I know, ready for this? I'll take OK Boomer. I'm not a boomer, but I'll take OK Boomer on this one. I miss Hangouts. It was easy to stream with Google Hangouts. That was easy to get somebody in there to stream stuff. It was reliable. Some people didn't have enough features for them. I liked Google Hangouts. That was easy. Easy to link things through. Even though back then we pretty much had one major platform, YouTube. And sure, you had like BitChute. That's about it. It wasn't much else. Now there's like so many. Okay, I'm giving myself a little credit because I learned Kick tonight. Even though Jay Watterson had to save my butt. I went to stream on Kick, okay, and I'm on the dashboard, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? I don't have any picture. Then thankfully I saw a little chat from Jay Watterson, user error, uh-oh. So then I'm like, wait a minute. And he said on the other chat, on my YouTube chat, he's like, wait a minute. He's like, no, you're still up. I can see and hear you. So I look on my other screen. Yeah, I can see me there, but if I go to the Kick dashboard, my cam's not up on the dashboard. It won't show me it, but it will show me on there. And yes, Kay, for me, just learn to Kick. It is slightly different. I mean, I set up my new output on my streaming software, so I just hit my hotkey to stream on it. Oh, yeah. Look at me. Woo. Yeah, I'm still live on Kick. I know, dude. I see you, Jay Watterson. There. I haven't answered you over there on Kick. And I see them live. I get it. It was just messed up. Once again, maybe that's a difference or some setting I don't know about. Ooh, a daily reward unlocked. Claim your daily reward. God know if I know what that is. He'll probably say, hey, we'll let you have your camera on the dashboard now. Oh, God. All right, so there we go. Let's go over here. Where was I at? Oh, I don't care if I show that stuff. That don't matter to me. I ain't got no ego about my channel. Everybody knows that. Likely story. Hey, Kay, how's it going? Like I said, I'll take my small victories where I can get them. I already had my password and stuff set up on Kick and kind of claimed a channel, but I just went over and tried to figure it out real quick, and it's not that hard to learn, except getting my camera to show up on the dashboard. But yeah. So, Jay Waters and you, I'm going to blame? Come on. It's the juice that kept me down. Candace Owens better be here asking questions. Between her, Heavy Duty Country, and Wolves and Finances. Jeez. It's like the three amigos of retardism. I'm not even sure that's a word, is it? Is that a word? Yeah. But no, hey, Kay, I was giving myself a little pat on the back there for that. I thought I was being all swanky. All right. Sog, okay. Sophie is getting hate from other mainly black players and people. I'm not sure about that word on YouTube. Well, I'm sure about it if you're 10,000 subscribers and above. Not, I mean, black players from being a successful white Christian with good American values. Oh, the horror. Oh, the horror. A successful white Christian woman? I hope you are all as horrified as I am by that. I mean, she should be ashamed of herself. I will say this. I kind of like some of the Kick dashboard setup over here that I'm watching. I like their chat, how it shows up. I do like that. It looks pretty good. All right. Good American values. Once again, when you live in a country, whether it's UK, United States, or, New Zealand or whatever, and it's, oh my God, it's horrible if you have good down-home New Zealand values, good down-home American values. When that's frowned on, you've started to go a little wrong in your country, and maybe some of the people you've let come across your border need to be going away. Just saying. Like how Kay puts that, though. You just learned to kick. And I had to push out third grade to get that in there. All right, guys. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Madison, Wisconsin. And we're going to start up. Once again, I'd like to give you both sides. Wes, Madison DSA. Oh, boy. Like I said, I'm not going to just use the center or right-leaning sources. I'm going to hunt down some of the best in retards and present them for you. And the little flag says it all. The Iranian flag. Madison student, grew up in the 51st state. Okay. DSA Madison electoral co-chair. Tweets do not represent DSA. Well, maybe you shouldn't put it really prominent on your X account. What do you think? All right, but I chose him. I chose him for a reason. A black man was shot in the face, point blank, by police this afternoon in Madison. Straight up execution. Per se, does anybody here think there might be more to the story? I mean, we all know that Democrats, lefties, DSA people are so good with details. They just always are just out there throwing out all the details and facts so you and I can sit there and think about it, chat amongst ourselves and go, you know what? I think we can make up our mind on this now that we have all the facts. Thank you, Democrats and DSA. We appreciate that. All right. I believe I can play this. I think I looked at this earlier and I think I can play this. If not, I'll be hitting stop real quick. Because YouTube kick, I'm not trying to violate any TOS here. I really am not. That is an Iranian flag. Which flag is? Oh, that's a Palestinian flag. That's a Palestinian flag. Same difference. It's the Palestinian flag. I'm sorry if I can't keep all the Sand People flags straight. My bad. Yes, Sand People. A friend of mine who served in the Iraq War had a different sand, another word after that. I'm just saying. Might have been the part of the magic word. No, I think that's the Palestinian flag. Same stupidity. All right, I've been offline too long. These things do turn off after a certain amount of time. Still like not having a cord. When you move around a lot and you have cords, you rip them out. We'll go over what happened here in a second, but yeah, he's in some trouble. And I'm going to stop right there. I might skip a little bit past that because that is a point that, there we go. Just trying to make sure where I can show, because I believe that was right where it got a little graphic for you. You can kind of see what's about to go wrong there. So I'm going to skip right past that. I am unsure on that take. So, Yep. Thankfully, that's a long ways away. There's no blood there, YouTube. This is just news. But you saw what happened. I'm not going to play it again. If you want to go look it up, feel free. Madison, Wisconsin, Corey Ruiz. But that was there. That's long distance, so that's just the news. But, yeah, they also, the problem is what they did there. They failed to mention something. His name was Corey Ruiz, 41. He was murdered in broad daylight by Kyle Peterson, a Madison police veteran. Pray tell once again, Wes, why would he have been shot? Just asking. I have no words. What the hell are we doing? Okay. Oops. He has a rap sheet. Surprise. Then we have, I know Corey personally. He was my ex and he was abusive. His criminal record shows this isn't the first time he's chosen violence. He hurt me, he choked another ex, and he pulled a knife during a theft at Woodman's. He was always getting in trouble. This has nothing to do with race. It's about his behavior. Oops. Well, yeah. Armed suspect. Blatant dishonesty is like just turn people away from your case. Democrats run Madison, don't they? Maybe just don't fight with the cops when guns are involved. Also coming from someone that wants socialism, executions would happen a lot more if you were to get your way, yeah? Yep. He was a piece of dog shit. Well, here we have a little bit of a problem. His Department of Corrections records bear this out. DOC records show he was released on extended supervision on May 12, 2026, and was supposed to be in Madison. Okay. CCAP, long record. 2024, misdemeanor convictions, retail theft, resisting. 2024, misdemeanor convictions, resisting, possessing drug paraphernalia, charge of battery or threat to judge. Prosecutor or law enforcement officer was dismissed. Why? Why do they keep dismissing? Anybody's watched body cam videos. This person did these 12 things and everything was dismissed. Or adjudication withheld. Lovely. 2021, felony conviction. Resist officer substantial bodily harm, soft tissue injury. That kind of sounds like a stabbing. So he stabbed a cop, I'm guessing. 2021, felony conviction, battery or threat to a judge, prosecutor, law enforcement officer, and misdemeanor conviction of auto theft. 2020, misdemeanor convictions, 2 counts disorderly conduct. Did he get fined in a bunch of community service for that? Minnesota? This guy, disorderly conduct? Maybe Shiloh Hendrix could have got the deal he got. Look how many bites of the apple this guy had. Shiloh Hendrix does one thing in a park where she uttered a word that another guy uttered. She's in trouble. Just saying. 2020 felony conviction, bail jumping. 2020 misdemeanor conviction, auto theft. 2014 felony conviction, cocaine. Possession, marijuana possession, misdemeanor theft. 2014 felony conviction, bail jumping. Dude. Misdemeanor battery. 2013 misdemeanor convictions, 2 counts of theft. 2009 felony conviction, strangulation, suffocation, 2 counts. Robbery with force. Holy crap. 2007 misdemeanor conviction, disorderly conduct. What the flip? And he was in jail for a couple of years and released, and he goes out and does this. He stabbed a cop. He was a liar. He was white and knifed 2 cops. Yeah, male, white. Ethnicity, Hispanic or Latino. When did Hispanics become white? Just saying. Everybody's white now. I like this, the response. Hey, jackass, he stabbed a cop. Getting shot would be expected. Yeah. I don't care if you're right in my face. You do the pokey poke, you get the bangy bang. Yep. Longtime violent criminal, Hispanic, stabbed an officer and was swinging at others, so threat was stopped. Yeah, usually you stab one cop. The other cops that are right there don't just let you stab them too. They go, oh, you poked Bob? Meet Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson. Woof. I like this. Hispanics are black when they are killed by police, but white when they are booked for crimes. Got it. He also made a personal decision to stab an officer with a knife. That was his own choice. He faced he FAFO. It's a FAFO. He committed the ultimate FAFO. The FAFO that gets you to go down the permanent stairs. This says he was white, with a lengthy criminal history. They were just doing the Lord's work. Oh, white. It is insane. You gotta wonder how many of these criminal stats. This is going somewhere, guys. Yeah, it's going somewhere. How many people in jail and arrested? You know the stats? Think about this. The stats on what 13% of our population does with over 50% of all violent crimes, murders, and all the other stuff. Maybe it's even worse. If they list him as white. Wow. I want to see this scale of where white ends and begins. I'm just saying. I mean, Barack Obama is whiter than this dude. But they called Barack Obama the first African-American president. So wait a minute. Barack Obama's not this dark. He's African-American. This darker dude is white. I sees a problem. Oops, sorry. I lost my mouse. Socialists are willing to take everything from the working person except their jobs. 100%. Oh, 100%, Sog. You're right. Sorry, Joel. I meant to hide my comment. Uh-oh. What I miss? What? What'd I do? Poor Joel. Joel did nothing wrong. Justice for Joel. What happened? What'd I miss? Me? Joel? What did I do? No. What happened? Oh, I accidentally hid your last comment. Oh, no. Oh, no. Was it a race crime? Keep the white man down. Just saying. Not hid, deleted. Oh, crap. Joel got deleted? I think it was from Star Wars. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, I'm over here, Kay. I'm looking. If you're here and like the convo, drop a follow. Thank you, Kay. How brave of the ex coming out to setting the story straight. I got a feeling, by the way she dropped that, she's probably made it well known for a while that he's a POS. But then that begs the question, why would you date a POS? Because he has a criminal record longer than my medication list. I mean, what the heck? Or he has a criminal record longer than my list of pet peeves. That's a lot. So stop dating people like that. Just spitballing. Because they too lazy to deal with paperwork? Yeah. Well, it's the same paperwork, Kay. You put male, white. You know, it's funny. Race, white. Ethnicity, Hispanic or Latino. What? 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 Jeez. It's the same paperwork. Okay, because white, you just type in black. Same sheet. Eye color, brown. Hair color, black. Dexterity, left-handed. Ethnicity, Hispanic. You just type in black and black. Or Hispanic, brown. Not white. How about off-white? Off-white. That's all you got to do. Sorry, I was reading K over on Kick. Post it again, Joel. Yes, please. Sog, leave him alone. Stop keeping him down. All right. But this brings up a little conversation. I was going to skip to something else like this absolute. Well, actually, we'll get there. Just remember this white person. Where is it here? Oh. Senator Tammy Baldwin. Dun, dun, dun. Another taxpayer leech. Or tax dollar leech. The shooting in Madison is an absolute tragedy. And my heart is heavy for the young man's family. I don't know. I'm wondering how much. Maybe they're relieved. We don't know. Loved ones, like his ex. And the other ex that he beat. Yeah. And the entire Madison community. I'm come on. Does this twat waffle really believe the entire Madison community is upset about this? And Wisconsinites? Once again, do we have to refer back to his criminal history? Well, that's nice. Yeah, that kills people. Do we have to go back? And by the way, this is only part of it. I had another one. I don't know what I did with it. I actually showed another one. What the crap? I know I got it kind of small, guys, if that's better for you. But come on, look at this thing. But this dum-dum. My heart is heavy for the young man's family, loved ones, and the entire Madison community. I don't think a lot of the community is as upset about this as she thinks. Only leftards like her and judges and prosecutors are upset by this. I'll bet a lot of the police are going, oh, cool, he won't be stabbing another one of us again. A lot of the police are going, oh, geez, we don't have to deal with Corey anymore every week for the next 20 years. We don't have to arrest him for poking us, fighting us, stealing, beating his girlfriend, and then having him let out of jail again. Or even just charges dismissed. Yeah, Wisconsinites, rightfully so, are demanding answers about why this happened and how we can prevent it from happening again. Whoop! Yo! Tammy, hey, yo, here, listen. You know how? Hey, let's look at this guy. He seems to have a handle on it. Because he's like, he finished that, let me finish, sorry. We need to prevent it from happening again. I'm right there with him. We need an investigation that brings us transparency, accountability, and justice. As folks speak up and exercise their First Amendment right, please do it in the lefty way and attack people and burn stuff down. I'm translating. respect for your neighbors. And they're like, we don't see how keep it from happening, why this happened. Okay, so my answer, why this happened, why is easy. It's because idiot prosecutors and judges keep releasing criminals back onto the streets, felony after felony. There you go, Tammy. I hope that helps. I fixed it. Now, maybe you'll go talk to these judges and prosecutors who let him out at time after time and go, we got it. This guy on the internet, he gave us the fix. I don't know why we didn't see it. I don't know how we overlooked it. You know what? Maybe the second time he does a felony, you put him in jail and leave him there. Put him in the box, as somebody else would say. You know, throw that key away. Maybe we'll do baseball rules. 3 strikes and you're out. There you go. 3 strikes and on to George Carlin's catapult. Catapult, brick wall. I don't know. I'd tune in. Hey, come on. You got all these betting pools out there now and everything else. Oh, which convict will fly the farthest and hit the higher on the wall tonight? Tune in. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You know, I mean, come on. Tonight in the wonderful world of Disney, it's criminal catapult night. And we have a whole new brick wall. This one is roughed up. As the skin and flesh creep down, your kids will cheer. You know, I'm just saying. But it seems fairly obvious to me, Tammy. Let's see what everybody else. This white man had a rap sheet as long as my arm. Was armed, actively breaking in cars, resisted arrest, stabbed an officer. Kindly, shut the fuck up, nothing of value is lost. The white man. Everybody's loving that white man. Would it kill you to support law enforcement and citizen safety just once in your life, Senator? Hey, Wisconsin, stop voting for him. FAFO, Tammy. His rep sheet starts in 07. Career thug. Once threatened to kill a judge, too. Actually, twice we looked at his rap sheet, threatened judge a couple times. By the way, he slashed the officer with a fixed blade knife. Stop protecting thugs, you communists, yeah? Why do you attack a police officer with a knife? You physically cut him. Why are you always on the side of the criminal? Yeah, just... Criminal pulls a knife on a Leo and gets himself shot. Tams, you seriously need to get control of your asinine social media people. For all you know, she's really posting that. Let me put it this way. Not a lot of upstanding people that love America and our police and in the American way hire a lot of asshats who are the opposite. Usually the asshat doesn't fall far from the tree. So she's probably an asshat. She hired people that believe the same crap she does. And so, no, the post is valid. Post is valid. But yep, you got people wanting to protest over it. Oh my God. We'll see how bad it gets. I haven't seen too much about it yet, getting too bad up there. It's a little more Midwest, and, you know, after... Maybe we'll send in, Well, everybody, welcome to the first Biden moment of the night. Come on, the kid who shot the people who were attacking him, and everybody thought he shot black people, and it was just white idiots attacking him. I can't remember. Get myself in trouble for that. I got canceled. I'm too small. Oh, what looks like a tan man, a tan white man to me. I don't know. Then, man, Barack Obama's a very pale boy there. Okay. Let's see. Catch up. I think it was from Star Wars. Careful, Joel. It could be a trick. Yeah, no kidding. The Obi-Wan Kenobi? Obi-Wan Kenobi? No, I'm not sure I should. I see him. What? Rittenhouse. Yes, Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse. Amazing how sometimes just one word jogs the rest of it in your brain. That paging file is full. Yes, Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's send Kyle Rittenhouse up there. maybe they won't protest as much. They'll go, whoa. He's gonna, yeah, shoot some more people. Maybe we better stop. They probably be more worried about Kyle Rittenhouse than they would the cops. But this brings us to a little bit of an issue here, guys. And I'm really going somewhere with this. Hey, look at this. Look at this. All right, here, I'll... Boing.
Who've been arrested, race, white. They
Boing.
are hiding the race of so many people.
Here.
They are hiding the race of so many people, mainly men, who have been arrested. Race, white. And you can go to this website.
Now, those are even more off. Besides, okay, this last guy up here, I'm stopping it. Okay, William Cruz. His last name sounds Hispanic. He sure don't look Hispanic. I guess he could be, but he sure ain't white. This guy ain't white. I mean,
It's for all the New Jersey mugshots, and put in the race white, and you're going to see several non-white men. Imagine if they did this in reverse. Imagine if white men were getting arrested and being put down as black as their race. The left would flip out. And this is quietly happening across the nation. So all those...
You know what? It shows it's not happening. It's only being, once again, turned one way. Because there would be a lefty lunatic or a lefty politician that would already be screeching, burning down 5 or 10 cities in this country. I know, big gap there. They'd be burning down cities, attacking people in the streets, calling for a race war. If they even showed one that said black and it was a white person, they'd be losing their shit. But this way, damn white people, they don't care. That's how you just know it's not happening. Because unfortunately, the rest of us, unfortunately I say, kinda, facetiously, the rest of us don't have the, I don't know, the loser mentality enough to go out and riot over something like this. Maybe we should. I don't know. But yeah.
statistics about...
And by the way, you can go to your own state's Department of Corrections and or your city's arrest records and just type in, some, not all of them can you type it in the race, but some you can. But just go through your daily arrest records. There are other videos all over on TikTok, X, and Instagram where people are going through their daily arrest records, keep coming up with a lot of brown people labeled white. It seems to be happening a lot. Just like Washington, D.C. and a bunch of other cities getting caught fixing the books on stuff.
Black and brown men committing a disproportionately high amount of violent crime. It's actually worse. We have to start facing reality because this is a problem.
Okay, so here we are on the State of New Jersey Department of Corrections. This is their website where you can just go and you can search for mugshots of who's in jail. So for the filter, all I did was put in white with dark hair, and the reason why I selected dark hair is because if you just put in white...
By the way, there's a quick aside. Crazy how a lot about New Jersey's come out. Jersey seems pretty goddamn corrupt. Remember, it was only 6,600 illegals that were on our voting rolls. And by the way, it's the software company. Software company goes, our software doesn't aggregate anything to do with that. It's the buttons you guys push. You were entering these people to vote. Well, our software just shows numbers and stuff. It just arranges it for you. All you do is you are entering it. Only 400 voted. Okay. There are some smaller elections in New Jersey during that period that were won by 1 vote. How many other people were elected, Democrats, were elected in New Jersey that never should have won? There were some races they say won by 50 votes. Did any of these 420 vote in those? If they did, they probably offset a bunch of elections. Think about that. It offset the votes of 400 Americans and then got probably at least 2 or 3 people elected that shouldn't have been. And they'll be lefties. But now the software company comes out in New Jersey and went through the stuff and went, actually it's about 35,000 or more illegals are on the rolls. And New Jersey's still trying to claim, but it's only 420 that voted. It doesn't increase fivefold by how many are on it, but still the same number voted. My ass. And I'm going to say it's going to be more. If that's what we found so far, it's probably 50,000 more on the rolls. That's enough to sway presidential elections in a state. That's enough to sway governor's races. Now, how many other states? This came out right after the court ruling that Trump can tell the post office, unless they verify their voter rolls and no illegals are on it, we're not getting sent out mail-in ballots. Suddenly, New Jersey, crap. After all this time of saying, it's not happening, it barely ever happens. Okay, it happened, but it's only this much. That's not enough to do. Oh, shoot. Here we go again. I would love to wait till Illinois has to put these out, because they do. Illinois and New York and California have to, or the post office will not mail their ballots. Wait till those states show their numbers. In fact, right now, I'm betting they're working their ass off sanitizing them. Working their ass off. Sorry, a little aside, but New Jersey, wow, you people are frigged. I mean, this is going at you. All the other stuff, oof. By the way, I bet in Illinois right now, I'll bet you can find a lot of very dark white people on their arrest rolls. Just saying. All right, we'll get back here in a sec. It's hilarious how many anti-police protesters instantly call the police. Well, of course. Of course they do, Sog, because what do I always say? The left has no true beliefs except what gives them power in the moment. And that is just like communists and socialists. They will use your own laws against you. They will use your own beliefs against you. They'll use your own morals against you. So yeah, they may hate the cops, but they only hate them because they want to be the law enforcement. They don't just hate, they only hate it because these are everybody's law enforcement. These are there to serve and protect everybody. These are there to enforce these good laws like traditional laws. They don't want that. They want to be the enforcement. They want to be the officers. They want to be the one with the power in arresting. They don't hate it, but they will use the existing, agencies, beliefs against you in a heartbeat. So it's just they don't care. They truly are evil people and will use whatever they have to. They tried to put Rittenhouse away for life. No, actually, at first they tried to kill Rittenhouse. Then they tried to put him away for life. So the first time where they tried to kill him wasn't enough. Now we got to try to put him away, put him in jail for life for not being killed. Damn it, he wouldn't let these guys kill him. Well, we'll have to jail him for life. That is the Rittenhouse case broke down simply for you. There are people that still think he killed black people. There are still those people. Insane. Just like the guy that was at my gym today, I crap you not, wearing a mask. Healthy guy, weightlifting, everything, wears a mask. And yes, he wears it outside most of the time. Not every time. I've seen a couple times he does it off outside. But when he gets around people, he out and around. It's like, okay. All right. So let's finish this up.
White, it says it's too many results. So this is white with dark hair. So let me just show you this here. Look.
Hey, I see a white guy.
Look, do these people look white to you?
Well, the top guy.
Let's take a look here. Let's just scroll down, and I opened some of these.
There's a couple. But it is like playing Where's Waldo. It's like you want to play the game. Whoop, whoop, Brutka. That's a white guy. Whoop, I got one. Bottom one there, white. Oh, that second one up, white guy. There's a couple white guys in here. Woo! Represent. Don't want to have all the darker skinned people take up the crimes. I want to be represented. Don't you? Well, we are. Because even if we're not doing it, they're going to label it us. Yay!
You can now this is just the first page. So I'm going to go over people that are booked as white that are just on the first page. And keep in mind, look down here. See where it says race, white? Pay attention to that as we go through them. Does this guy look white to you? Let's go to the next one. Does that guy look white to you? I think he's more potentially.
Not as white as Barack
Mexican.
Obama.
Alvarez Juan is white.
The first African American president was as white as this dude.
Let's go
Almost.
Here we
Or
have
as.
this guy. I don't know about him. He looks maybe Arab, but he's booked again as white. Right down
Definitely
here.
Middle Eastern.
Let's go to the next one. Another white guy, apparently. Clearly not.
Oh, yeah,
white.
he's pure white. Totally white
Here
guy.
we go again. Another Acosta. This is a white guy, apparently, to New Jersey. Here we go again. Another probably Muslim, potentially. But again, he's booked as white. And let's look again here. We have another Castillo, clearly Mexican, booked as white. And back to the page. So again, all of these are just on the first page.
The first page,
I mean,
guys.
just imagine this nationwide. They are completely destroying our crime
I want to check out my local ones.
statistics by just booking all these minorities as white. None of
My
these people
God.
are white. And this is just page 1.
They are
Jeez.
hiding.
That is nuts. Try it in your local town. Your local town or your state. See what you come up with. If you live in a Democrat state, well, there's a chance. Black people never put white people in slavery. You sure about that? Are you sure? Barbary pirates, the African slave trades, slavery still going on today. We know white girls get trafficked. Be careful if you're a white girl going to some countries. Really? Black people never colonized a white country and stole. You want to bet? Crusades? Okay. Black people never hung white people in trees. Actually, we know that's wrong. You can go look up the Crusades. It was done on both sides. Go look up before the Crusades. Black people never bombed or burned down white churches. Don't know about that one, but I'm going to bet no. What are whites angry about? Okay. Anybody see that Sunny Hostin threw her weight around trying to get her son off of an arrest? Just saying. White. I like this one. There are white criminals by the hour. Randomly selected a state and county on the recently booked website. Recently booked website. There you go. Recently booked. All these people were recently booked as white in Chase County, Kansas. They can be confirmed by clicking on their individual thumbnails here. I wonder if it's been changed. So white. Yep. I'm going to have to pop that. I want to see. Let's play a game, guys. So you click on them. Let's see what it says. Ooh, I want to see this white dude. It's not white. But these are recently booked. So you got to keep clicking on them until you run into them. White. Don't think so. Hey, you got him right. Okay. Well, he better be. If he wasn't white, I'd be like, wait a minute. White. So pretty much now, I want to see this spectrum. There's a spectrum here. Ooh. Oh, let's see what they got him as. White. Dude, that guy is actually darker than Barack Obama. White. Okay. Yeah, this guy looks white. White. Come on. Do you know how much this fudges the numbers? It fudges the numbers because, okay, so the numbers of, and we saw some black people, but what's this doing for the numbers of Hispanics that commit crimes? Hispanics aren't being labeled Hispanics. They're being labeled white. So when the Department of Justice throws out crime stats by black, white, Asian, Hispanic, if they're labeled white, how does that come up? It depends how each city, county, and state lists them. Race, white. Yeehaw. Ooh. This guy's got to be white. And he is. Whew. So you just pick. Oh, I've never seen this site, but home. Ooh. Give me a state. I asked a lefty a question on Facebook the other day. I was polite but to the point. She refused to answer and then told me she was reporting me for harassment and bullying. Oh, it is. Oh, 100%. So it's horrible. And I like it. My wife likes laughing because I'll go on and I will just poke. I'm the turd in the punch bowl on Facebook. I'll just go in and make a comment and just piss them off and just sit back and watch. And I don't argue with them. I sit and watch. Go, look at that. Love it. Let's see. Ooh, we have states. I don't know if anybody saw this. I'll open it and post it. I'll look at it later. Jay Watterson, thanks, bud. Let me see here. Buy Kick HQ AI bots. What the heck? Kick HQ AI bots? Huh? Kicks and subs, Telegram. I don't even know what that is. So I got bots over there. On, I think one of them is Buy Kick HQ AI bots. I think that's something. I don't know what that other one is. Okay. Whatever's going on Kick in the chat. Okay. Fine. I want to look at Illinois. I know we're wandering off topic, but let's see. What's a good one? Ooh. No, I want, where's Cook County? Oh! All right, they may get away with this one. Wow. Holy crap. This guy looks like a goofy cartoon character. Oh, okay. This guy. Ooh, they didn't put nothing. Wait a minute. Ooh. What's that saying when they don't list the race? Julius Robinson. Wow, they don't even have it there. They don't have it. Come on. If it's a white guy in the news, they always say, looking for a white guy that committed a crime. If it's a black guy, they go, we're looking for a guy. If they don't list his race, does it get counted in the crime stats? That's, wow. This guy, what the? They're not listing. This is just as bad as what they did in D.C. Look at that. Don't even put it. How do you do scurvy? You do it that way. Whew. I like this guy. They can do whatever they want with him. Yike. If you don't list it, you can get away with skewering some major stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go Illinois. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking here. Huh. Randolph, Richland. Well, holy crap. I was actually looking for the counties around me. Because Illinois, Rock Island County is close to me. I don't see any. Well, Rock Island County's at no arrests? Or do they just not list them on this site? No, I don't see it. I don't see Henry either. Maybe they have no arrests. Maybe that's it. 5460 Bureau County. That's not too far away. Does Bureau County put it? Eyes, bro. His eyes are bro. Let's see. Race, B. So, Chicago, Cook County, the most corrupt city in the country. The ones to talk about, our numbers. Dude, if you're not even listing the race on there, you are lying about your numbers. Sorry, wow, I'm learning about my own state. Up. Hey, look, an actual white guy. And he looks surprised he was labeled white. Sorry. Oh, dude. Okay. If there's any justice, this guy will be labeled black. No justice. No peace. Oh, did they get him right? B. Of course, we're in the Midwest. Outside of Cook County. Strange how Cook County says it's not important. Oh, this guy's shoulder. We get to see a shoulder. What's the race of that shoulder? Hey, we got a little more. He's white. Everybody's white. Okay. Oh my gosh. If they can make it that way, my area, I'm betting not so much. Let's go back to Illinois. I don't even know what else is around Cook County. Peoria is a good one. Do they list them? Oh my, he looks intense. Whoa. Dude, if I ran into this guy and he's white, how do you trust his numbers? Because it sounds like Hispanics commit a lot more crimes than they ever get called for. It seems the prerequisite for being a criminal is being ugly. Or how about scary? This guy. Dude, if you're sitting in a bar and this guy's looking at you with that face, you better be going, duh, crap, I'm out of here. Name, Azam Zidan Quatorm. Sounds like a spell. Azam Kazam Ketom. I want to drink your blood. I know, I just turned a Middle Eastern guy into Vlad Tepes or something. I've learned a lot here. This is crazy. Oh my. She looks like a basset hound. I know I'm not that pretty, guys. Hey, they get the white people right. White people aren't labeled anything else. I'm hoping something, I know it sounds bad. I'm hoping something unfortunate happened to her. And that's why she looks that way. This isn't as egregious as some of the ones we saw from Jersey and some of the others, where the very black people are labeled white. At least they're getting some of these right. Oops, she's had a bad day. She's crying. She ain't enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Peoria, boy, you become kind of a crap hole lately. Holy crap. Peoria County has had a lot. All right. White guy. Let's see. Oh, this guy. White. Hispanics are underrepresented, guys. But yeah, you're right. Being ugly. Whoo. Not to be mean, because I know I married up. I don't know how I did it, but I did. Men, be more selective, because there is a guy that will look at that and go, I'm going home with that. Yeah, baby, let's go. You and me. There's a guy that's going to look at that and go, yeah, she's kind of cute. Is that the saying, she's like a moped? Fun to ride as long as your friends don't see you on it? Sorry. Whoa. He looks interested in what's going on. Man, some of these... Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. These guys almost look like brothers, but they're not. He's got intense eyes. Okay. What in the Lord of the Rings is this? Holy crap. They labeled her black. Hey, okay. Jeez, what is that? Sorry, I gotta get off this. This is not good. I'm going to keep that site open, though. My dog's flipping out upstairs. Don't know why, but I hear a kerfuffle. And my wife's up. Uh-oh. All right, let's move on a little real quick, guys. I just thought that was something that connected to that. Anybody see this? There's some gay people, Islamics, attacked a Berlin gay pride event. A car was drove into a group of LGBT, or as I believe Sydney Watts says, LGBTQ people. LGBTQ people celebrating being themselves. Police immediately started questioning witnesses. Suddenly I hear a white man next to me. I saw him. He was a young, tall Arab man. I stepped in immediately. Stop this racist nonsense. Sir, step aside. He killed people. We need to find him now, a policeman said. By racial profiling and fueling hatred in our country and Europe, I replied. He put his head down and moved on to another witness. Of course, we must strive for justice. But a racist society is a greater threat than any terrorist attack. What? He's joking, and we know that. He's showing how stupid people are. He's got to be. Just one attack from an Islamic extremist on the Legislative Pride Parade in Berlin, Germany, and the entire right-wing conservative circle erupts in support of the Legislative community. I have not seen anybody come out in support of the Legislative community. They have actually gone, F this Hispanic or this Islamic guy, I'm stuck on now. I'm misracing people. I have not seen anybody go out and go, oh, we got to support the LGBTQ people among us. No, they're just actually attacking the Islamic guy. And they make fun of the LGBTQ plus AI, AOB, funny symbol, bark, woof community. I'm just adding them a few because I'm sure they're going to add it sooner or later. They're making fun of them for the going, we support Islam and we Palestinians, gays for Palestinians, trans for Palestinians. Are you stupid? I don't see anybody out there supporting them. They may go, oh crap, we're sorry if we don't want people getting hurt or killed. That doesn't mean you're supporting them. These are the same right-wing conservatives that openly talk about restricting and erasing LGBT community when the Muslims are not in the picture. Nobody is supporting them. We just don't want to see people go getting hurt. If you're blaming immigrants and or Muslims for the queerphobic attack, that's not my wording, guys. In Berlin, and are calling for more deportation and stricter immigration laws, generally F you. Huh? Oh no, meanwhile in Germany, I don't know if I can play that. Some of that stuff gets... Oh, jeez. I'll try. May have to stop and talk about it. A couple times to get through this one. I'm not going to blow it up either, so apologies. Wow, my camera did not like me moving. It really went out of focus.
I love you too.
That covers it. That is right. And by the way, YouTube watcher, the guy out there, and your name is Steven over in India. That is fair use. That is a total commentary on an actual news story where people got hurt. All right, so liberal women are blaming white men for the Islamic extremists who ran out. Well, of course, because if he's Islamic, unless he's black as midnight, they're going to call him white. If he ran over people at LGBTQ blah, 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 parade in Berlin, you're not going to scapegoat the Muslim community like they're the violent ones. Was actually, oh my God. All right, first off, hog ring, nose ring theory goes undefeated. So I have not heard this, so let's see what Doofus says, and hope they didn't put music over it.
I'm getting...
The sound you hear is Jax laying down the law. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was got her up. So something hit the fan up there. It could be. Seems a prerequisite for being a criminal is being ugly. Yeah, it seems like a lot of them are. Maybe the inside matches the outside. You know? Maybe Martin Luther King wasn't totally right. I'd rather be judged for the contents of my character, not the color of my skin. Well, maybe some of the looks on the outside, though, you can judge. Not everybody, but by those mugshots, most of those mugshots, if you saw those people in the street, be going, yeah, no, we're going to the other side of the street. Oh, wait, he went into that store wearing a coat, 98 degrees in July, and he's wearing that coat? No. Just saying. All right.
I'm getting really, really sick of this.
You probably wouldn't talk quite like that if you take that thing out of your nose. Doesn't make a difference for my voice, but if you put your fingers right here, cover up some of your nostrils, you do talk a little different. Then you take it off.
I'm tired of having to repeat myself over and over again. So today, in Berlin, there was an attack. A van drove through a crowd of people celebrating the Berlin Pride Parade that they have every year. It's a huge parade. It's one of the biggest. And they injured, I think, at this time I'm making this video, this is subject to change, 17 people, and 1 person is dead. Okay, so it's a breaking story. There are going to be things that are going to come out and change throughout the life of the story, you know, average. So the suspect is an Islamic extremist. That's their suspect right now. That's what I read, okay? I'm not going to say anything about the rest of the Muslim population because of actions of this one person.
If only white people were held to the same standard. They teach little white kids are racist because they were born racist because they're white. They teach white people you should all feel guilty for something about 3% of white people did in America back in the day. Look it up. Very few ever owned slaves. Very few were actually fans of slavery. And also, that's ignoring the black people in America that actually owned white people and Asians. Look it up. It's funny how they never hold white people to this standard. If a white person does something, it's all white people are bad. A black person, Middle Eastern person, whatever does something, it's just this one person. If an Asian does something, all Asians are bad. He's white adjacent.
But what I can say is the people who were celebrating about this were all white men, young.
We're not celebrating that people got hurt. We're just pointing out the stupidity of you people who are queers for Palestine, trans for Palestine, stuff like that. Don't think they share the same love.
White men with crosses in their profiles. Because we've all seen it. We've all seen how you guys...
Oh, have we? They all say this. They don't show evidence. They just go, well, we've all seen it. We know it's real. Show us the posts. Yeah, there's always going to be some asshat, but not like, you know, all the leftards celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk and marching and kicking down memorials and stuff. I'm going to bet the numbers are a little different.
React towards gay people and how you wish harm on them constantly. I get a constant hate on my videos, especially about trans people.
You sure those are Christians? You sure they're heavy Christians? Not liking you is not the same as wishing you hurt. Now, let me ask also, are you wishing hurt on centrist, right, straight people? People who aren't into trans? I'll bet you are. Once again, no true beliefs. She has no problem being threatening. It's an opinion. But when it comes back at her, they'll try to use, oh, you're a Christian, how dare you? Use your shit against you. They always will.
You're not going to hide behind another scapegoat group and pretend that they're actually the violent ones when it's you. You hold the same exact beliefs that this man who did this attack did.
What's worse? Somebody that doesn't like gay or trans people, maybe even hates them, or somebody that hates them and tries to kill them. Sits there quietly, keyboard warrior, maybe drives by a gay pride day parade or month parade, goes, screw you. That guy is as bad as the guy went, they're equal? The hair dye is soaked in the wrong way. The top of your hair is blonde, not because it's time to re-dye. It's because it went in. The nose ring has damaged your nervous system and your voice, and the hair dye went in your brain. They are not the same thing. This is leftism. They will equate anything because they know that a lot of them are just stupid moron NPCs full of hate. And I'm going, yep. Oh, you're like, it's the same. These hating guys typing bad things on there, and they're the same as a guy going, back it up, beep, beep, thump, thump, beep, thump, thump, forward again. Yeah, same thing. Got it.
And you're trying to distance yourself from it.
Nobody's
And you know why you're
themselves.
trying to do that? Because you're ashamed. And you should be.
Okay. But but not the guy that went over you. Okay, got it. Wow, a shocker. A Muslim refugee has rammed a car of peace. Car of peace. Into a gay pride event in Berlin, Germany. Queers for Palestine retards currently nowhere to be found. Strange. Yeah. Whoopsie. Woo. Well, just saying. And here we go again. More of the religion of peace. This is Canada. A pack of rabid racists frowned on Muslim mother. Right. That's what it is. What did she do? What did she do? What did she do? All right. But no, that was just a little thing I saw. That was not cool. I was going to look for something in my area, see if I could find it. Oh. Breaking, a man was asked to remove his American flag and Trump flag from his car at M Special Brewing Company in California because it's political. They even called the sheriff, who threatened to cite him. How is the American flag political?
Hello.
I know we're bouncing.
I'm recording, by the way. I'm Jorge. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Jorge.
nice to meet you.
I'm the general manager here at the Galena location.
Okay.
So, part of this event is that we do keep it apolitical.
Girl named Kennedy.
It's not a targeting thing whatsoever. If someone were to pull up with the same, like the opposite end of, what you believe in, we would also ask them to take it down.
I'm going to say bullshit, but that's just me.
So I
A little chilly out that day.
believe in the President of the United States.
That has nothing to do with this event, and it's nothing against you. We're not trying to cause any problems. We don't want to make you feel alienated.
You're doing that. She's doing it just fine. She's making him feel alienated. It is the President of the United States. I don't know why having our flag, our president. I'm just saying that's up to her. She's making it political. He just posted them up there.
Keep it open for everybody
Yeah.
and apolitical, and
It's
make
just
sure that everyone is comfortable and everyone is able to come hang out. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable because I'm in America. That's an American flag.
I understand,
and
but
that's American president. That's all. And that's his
Totally.
It's American car right here. This is a 1969
Yeah,
Chevy
absolutely.
Nova.
Absolutely, yeah. So
Want to bet she voted for Kamala?
I
I'm gonna bet you $100. If Kamala had won, that was a Kamala flag up there, I'll bet she wouldn't give a rat's ass.
completely hear you. This, again, I don't want you to feel like this is a targeted thing.
It is.
This is just a part of the event. We keep it neutral. That's what it is.
They all say that, only was not an example of another one around. Somebody else showed up the other way. Plus, okay. Yeah, the hog ring. Exactly, Jay Watterson. Yeah, the hog ring. That last chick had, yeah. I want to say something. I know that I'm going to get some, I may or may not, if anybody sees this, get a comment or two back on this. I'm going to say most car people that drive a lot of the collector cars like this aren't lefties. So she knows she's not likely to see somebody pull up with a Joe Biden flag or a Pocahontas flag or anything else. Now, if they pulled up with a Palestinian flag, I'll bet they wouldn't have it taken down. Just saying. It would not. But if they pull up with a Jewish flag, American flag, Jay Watterson would call them the same thing. Sorry, man. American muscle car. Not a lot of lefties own these.
If someone were to come in on the opposite end, we would ask the same thing.
So it's pretty neutral when I have the American flag. It doesn't become any more neutral to have American flag in America, United States of America.
For this event, we've spoken to you already.
The American flag is not. He's steering it away from the Trump one. Okay, I would even give her that one. Trump is a polarizing figure. Fine, take the Trump flag down. He's addressing the American flag. She's still having problems with the American flag. That's not political. It's not political.
about it.
So I'm being targeted for this
You're not being
event.
targeted at all. That's not
Yes,
the thing.
you
We're
are.
just asking you. We want you to
Well, I'm
say.
being targeted by the flags, right? Why is
Being targeted by those big ol' pokers too. Them tiggle bitties are pointing right at the man. Maybe he doesn't like that.
You're more than welcome to. We're just asking you to just take them down.
Okay.
So that
No.
other people feel inclusive. They
I might take the Trump one down. I really might. I get it. Polarizing figure. You could make a case for, political messaging there. American flag, no, not a chance. And did she label her kneecaps? Right knee, left knee? Just asking. Looks like she got labeled them. These knees are never together. Got it.
feel like they have
inclusive?
As well.
I mean, they're in America, so I mean they feel
I
inclusive.
understand. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you.
Sure.
I don't want this to have a bad ending at all. I want you to.
No,
say
I don't
anything
either. I mean, I don't either. I came here very
I'm not-
neutral with the neutral.
I'm not taking the American flag
color.
down.
We're just asking
In
that
California.
If you're gonna stay and hang out, that if you want to do that, we just ask you to remove the flag. That's
So
it.
I have to remove the flag.
Just
And
for
is that
this
is that
event.
illegal? Because
no, we're not
okay,
saying that. We're
so
saying
it's not
complies
illegal.
with this event, which is just something that's standard for everybody. It's for everyone.
So
The American flag. Sorry, I'm still standing by. If that was a Palestinian flag, any other flag, they would not ask them to take it down. American and Jewish flags, probably yes. No other flag, no. And that was a perfect look to stop her with. And just tell her, stop assaulting you with her tiggle bitties.
is there a policy that says no American flags, no American president for this
Ooh, good
it's
event?
point.
politics, absolutely. Yeah, it's just politics out of it. That's all it is.
That's not politics.
So the American flag is politics in the president.
Explain that. The president could be. The American flag, though, he's right in hammering the American flag part. I want to hear her explain the American flag is political. It's only political because leftards like her make it political. The American flag is a symbol of our country. Well, I know, the bald eagle. But it is our symbol, our flag. It's been marched in battles. Our people have died keeping that flag up, bringing certain flags back. We fly it everywhere, symbol of 4th of July. That is our country's flag. That is not political. It doesn't matter white, brown, black, blue. Well, you gotta watch them white people. Everybody can fly that flag. Not political. Hell, if anything, you could say maybe the rebel flag up. You could maybe say that was political, 90 years ago. But the American flag, she's a flaming leftard.
We keep it completely neutral. We're not.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
isn't about
that
the
is
party,
neutral.
It's not about the president. It's not about whatever.
It's
just
the
about
president of the
parties.
United States. It doesn't become any more neutral
That
than
doesn't have
that.
anything to do with this event. It doesn't have any.
What?
We're in America. We're in America. I would ask who complained.
I mean,
This event. This is
it's a
about
flag.
parties.
It's part of my car. It's
I
American
would-
car,
I'm not
American
gonna go on
flag,
that part with
American
you.
president.
I would like you
Sure.
to stay, but if you stay, we just ask that you do that. If not,
If not, what?
then I'm gonna have to talk to our other manager.
Okay,
and-
talk to your manager and let's proceed this.
If you're
If what I'm
keeping
doing.
confident- you know,
By the way, have you noticed, guys? This guy with the car, the guy that owns the great old classic, he sounds Hispanic. Got a little accent in there. And what's he doing? Hey, look. He's not flying a Mexican flag, saying Viva la Mexico. He's got a Trump flag and an American flag. Lady, are you going to attack a minority over his American flag? Yes, she is. Let me start here real quick. The current threat level in the UK is severe. MI5, the domestic counterintelligence and security agencies state that nearly all of the threat comes from Islamic terrorism. Well, yeah. The UK is tearing itself apart because they brought in, and their government keeps ignoring the people, bringing in more of them. The most popular baby name in all of England is Mohammed. Nothing more British than the name Mohammed. And if they do not elect Rupert or somebody else really soon and physically make Trump's deportations look like child's play, within 20 years, the UK is done. Maybe 30 or 40, but it's done. So that's why they like the Trans Am so much. Nice shot, by the way. I love my damn Trans Am. Now I gotta look at my car a whole different way. Frig. I gotta go out to the garage and go, something you want to tell me, man? Well, I used to be a Camaro. Is that what is that a Trans Am? It used to be a Camaro. It transitioned to a Trans Am. Very nice, by the way. All right. Just check and kick every once in a while. There's some bots over there, but other than that, no biggie. Hell, I'll even take the bots. On Rumble, you don't even get those. Damn, Kick. Woohoo!
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask that you leave. Because you're being confrontational.
Sorry. He's being confrontational? He's standing by his car. That's another problem. Lefties love to twist words. Who's being confrontational? The guy standing by his car, showing his car, hanging out with car people, or the chickapoo with her tiggle bitties out, walking over going, you're being confrontational, as she keeps trying to berate him and harangue him into taking down not just the Trump flag, but the American flag. It sounds like she's being confrontational. Not the guy who stood there minding his own business going, hey man, look at my car. Dude, nice car you got. How's it going?
I have everything on video, so
okay.
if this is illegal,
I'm going to ask you to leave for today.
okay,
I'm
then
going to ask you to leave
let's have the authority.
Let's come back again if you.
I bet this business took a hell of a social media beating for this, and I'm going to bet it hurts their business. Because lefties like to talk about stuff, stand up for stuff, but they don't go out and spend the money. They don't support the things they say help them, or, let's show support for the community. They don't do it. They don't go to the TV, the movies. They don't go to the places. They don't buy the Bud Light. They don't do anything to support. These people are this dumb lefty like her. This idiot is chasing that, we gotta be so good to these peoples. We gotta just support. Can't have political stuff like the American flag. Horrible. She's confronting him.
Have a conversation with me that is not confrontational. I'm more than happy to
You're
do that.
confronting me because of the American flag.
I'm just asking that you comply with.
So let me show
the
you
rules.
guys. For everyone on social media, this is what's going on. We're at M Special at the R&R cart meet here on Sunday.
I'd just tell her, cool, you're confrontational. I am going to make sure I post this everywhere.
Apparently, I'm not allowed.
It's political and this is no public.
How's that political? I thought it was just a Trump flag. I got to reverse myself. How is that political? I don't see political. That is Trump, the American president, surviving getting shot. I will never give up, right? I will never back down. How is that political? Sounds like it's only political because you think your side tried to kill him. And you're mad he survived. Sounds like you're making it political. Jorge Cortez. Man, give him a kudos.
So it's political to have the President of the United States after he was survived from an assassination attempt.
Ooh,
it says, I will
there you
never
go.
Surrender. And the American flag. So
there you
apparently
go.
I cannot
He's got it.
Have that attached to my American car. So if this is illegal, then let's get the authorities involved, please.
It's not illegal. I'm asking you to leave. I have the right to do
Okay,
that.
you have the right to do
He
that.
does. She does.
I know you have the right to do that. You guys have the right to do that for sure.
If you would like to come back another day and talk about it, I
No,
would
let's deal with it right now.
How are you going to talk about it when she says he's being confrontational when she comes over to confront him? So stupid.
Today, no, there's no more conversation. Came out here, I tried to talk to you like a person. You have your phone not recording me like you didn't want to have a one-on-one with me.
That's what he's doing. You just don't like being caught out on camera.
I came out here trying to do that with you.
So I've been recording for 4 minutes, and we've been doing a one-on-one for 4 minutes and 7 seconds at this point.
You're recording me?
Yeah.
Wanting a confrontation.
For transparency.
There's nothing more transparent than what I'm saying to you.
Exactly.
Right now.
So if you're kicking me out, that's fine.
What?
Let's have the authorities involved because I know this is private property.
We don't need to do that.
Well,
I don't think that we should.
well, you're kicking me out then because of the flags.
I gave you an option. I told you I wanted you to stay.
And I
they would like you to stay.
I appreciate for the option.
Any business telling somebody to stay over the American flag or a president surviving an assassination, fuck them. So I'll say it. This M special, fuck them.
then and I do not accept that option. That cannot have the American flag and the American president
On you. That's pretty
in my
absurd.
car.
I don't think that you want that
That's
to
fine.
happen. I don't think that it needs to happen.
Well, if it's illegal, then I'll leave.
This is the evil of leftists. Bend to my will. She's got no facts for this. He's right. I was wrong. I thought he just had a Trump flag. The American president surviving an assassination, I will never give up. An American flag on the other side, that's not overtly political at all. She's making it that way. And this is the evil of leftism. Even when they're just being nice and talking to you, it's bow to my will, do what we say. You are not allowed to have any of your beliefs. You're not even allowed to believe in this country in its symbols. You're not allowed. So bend to our will. And as soon as they do that, man, they get that win. Get that win.
It's not. I'm giving you
Exactly.
the
It's not
option.
illegal. So why?
It's part of the policy of this event. You can leave your American flag up. Absolutely. You
So
just
where?
have to take the other one down.
Let me.
She met him a little bit. But I was thinking the Trump flag was a real Trump flag. I've had to change my mind. I said before, you can throw the flip-flops, but I said before, if that was a just Trump flag, I can see that one. The American president surviving assassination, I will never give up. I will never give up kicking the crap out of Democrats. That would be one. Kamala Harris is an idiot. Yeah. Got shot, blood running out his face. I will never give up. Don't see the politics. So surviving an assassination is political now. Think about that. Would it be political if he died? Just asking. If Donald Trump had not survived that assassination attempt, would that be political? No, but they didn't try shooting him for political reasons. You know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe it is political. A leftist shot him.
Let me see the policy. Let me see the written policy.
I'm telling it to you now.
So it's just made up.
It's not
So
made up. This is their event. This is our event that we curate.
Sure.
She's kind of right, though.
That's our rule.
Okay, that's nice. Then let's see the rule. Let me.
I'm telling you.
What else is on the rules?
It's pretty neutral. Bring your car and have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't be confrontational with the people.
Actually, I'm not. I think you might be right. They can ask you to leave, but if they set up an event, it usually. I've been to some car shows, but they usually list things in the event. If it says nothing political, it'll say it. I've seen that on some flyers for them. Even Cordova Dragway had a thing a while back. Didn't want anything political on cars racing. I get it. But if they didn't list that and he brought his car down, I'm not sure that's good faith.
Well, don't record people.
Oh.
Just come and have a good time.
Don't record so you have no evidence. Then they just call him a liar.
And share.
By the way,
It's
it's a nice
neutral.
car.
I came here cool. I parked, and I'm
And I came
here
out
for
and
the
spoke
event.
to you and asked you to stay if you would like.
Bend to my
And
will
I'm-
or
and I'm staying
else.
here.
Comply with the policy, which is just take that.
I'll
one
ask
flag
nice,
out.
I'll
You can
act
hang out
nice,
with
but
us.
bend to
What
my
flag
will
is
or
that
else.
you want me to take down? Let's be specific
We're
here.
not going to play this game. I'm not going to give you.
You said take
I'm not
the
gonna
flag
sit here and
down.
I'm not going to go back and forth.
So you want me to take the American flag?
She did
Or
say that one.
In
the
next
president
3
flag.
minutes, we're going to have to go there. I don't want
Okay.
to do that.
Well, let's go there.
I don't want to do that.
I- I don't
give you
either.
the option to cool down, take a second.
I know this is dragging on, guys. I just want to see the rest. And then I'm going to look up a video from my home area, Davenport, Iowa. I saw on, I'm going to have to find it on Facebook. So just give me a minute, but I just want to see the resolution of this.
I'm going to go in, take a second, and I will come back, and we'll go from there. But I'm
Take a
asking
second?
you- I'm almost begging you to just be a decent person and comply.
I'm begging you to
following
be
the
a
law.
decent person
I'm a
and
decent,
take
I'm
down
a
the
decent
American
person
president.
with the American flag and
Your
American
flag
president.
can stay. The other one, just put it in your car.
She just implied he's not decent. She's come out and confronted him, but she said he's being confrontational. All the underlying stuff is there. She is beyond passive aggressive. She now has implied he's not being decent. He's not a decent person. I'm just asking you to be decent and believe what I believe or bend to my will. Doesn't matter if our rules said it or not. On a lot of events, even if it is their property, if they have you come down and then suddenly start adding shit that wasn't in the rules, a lot of times that doesn't stand. So, okay.
For now.
Oh, so you want me to hide
Otherwise,
the President of the United States, that flag?
to comply
Yeah.
with this event's standards and
Got it.
rules,
So this is
absolutely.
so this is what's going on in California, right here at
If someone else came up with
Special
a club,
Brewing
anybody
Company.
else, we would do the same. It's not just you. I just told you that.
Very interesting. So let's fast forward and call the owner, supervisor.
I'm not wasting his time with this. I'm telling you, I have the authority to.
Well,
tell
then
you
it's
the
going to
proper
go
way.
all over social media, just so you guys know what you guys are
You
doing.
don't have the right to record me right now. First
I
of
don't
all.
have a right. Is that illegal?
I'm asking you to be a decent.
If I don't have the
person
right to record
and to
you,
have a conversation with me.
Is
about
that
this.
illegal that I'm recording you?
Okay, I will be back in 3 minutes. I'm gonna go talk to who I need to. I would love it if you stayed, but you have
Stop
to
saying
comply.
I'm
No,
staying
she
here.
wouldn't.
If I'm not doing
No,
anything
you
illegal,
wouldn't.
I'm staying
You're
here.
not complying with the rules.
Well, let me see the
This
rule
is
book.
what-
Show the
He spoke to you very kindly. I came out here
No.
with the intention to talk to you as a human being.
What
and
were
ask
the
you just to comply with
rules? Show the
this
rules of the
Again,
event.
if someone,
Let me-
let me speak,
Oh, well.
please. If someone else
She's
came up
letting
here
speak
with
like
flags
crazy.
on the opposite spectrum, anything political, we would do the same thing.
Opposite. This is. I mean,
Of
what's
anything
what's the
political,
opposite
anything
of the
political.
President of the United States? Is no president.
Anything was
The
political,
opposite of a
we
president
would
is no
ask them to
president.
leave.
What's the opposite of the United States flag? I'd like to ask her
It doesn't
that.
comply with-
Sorry, I got animals behind me. Oh, my big dog is fluffing the
Okay,
couch.
where's the rule book?
I'm telling you the rules.
Oh, so
I've
you're
even
just-
explained it.
so
Two
you're-
people have come and spoken to you.
So you have a rule book that says American
I'm telling
flag.
you right now. This doesn't need to be in writing.
They just made it up.
Okay, wait, I know that. Wait,
Yes.
so rules don't have to be in
If
writing?
you're not gone in the next 3 minutes, this is going to have to become something that I truly don't want it to
Okay.
be.
I'm
so
here.
I would appreciate if we just take space for a second. I'll come back and speak to you. Again, I would like to find a better ending for this. I don't want there to be confrontation. I don't want to keep
You're
you out.
confronting
I don't get off on
him.
That doesn't make me
Well, I'm
happy.
being kicked out, so let's
I
fast.
just
Let's
gave you the option.
let's
I've
let's
given you
fast
many
forward. Let's just fast
options.
forward. Let's call the authorities. Get the police involved.
You know, I give
Thank
him
you.
credit for standing up for it. I wish more people, myself maybe included at times, had that chutzpah. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? I know he's not totally in the right, but I get it. And he's right. American flag. I mean, you're in a business in America, so M special. What's the opposite of the American flag? Just asking. I'm just asking. All right, I'm going to blow myself up here, put myself over something just in case, because I don't want to accidentally show anything crazy here. So let me move around here. Give me a sec. I want to look something up. And this is going to be quick. But I thought we'd end with a little bit of police body cam, but from my own area. Hang on here. I just don't know what might show up on this, so I'm kind of being a little bit subterfugal. So don't want to show too much of that. I already did some of it, but all right, let's go. Nope, got to get off that. Got to go here. I don't care about my name. Everybody knows who I am. I've been on YouTube for a long time, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, this is the one I wanted. All right. Let's go. Boing. Whoop. I mean, do that. Yeah, we're going to be out of here in a little bit, guys. So thanks for hanging around. I get it. I'm pretty tired myself. I haven't been up to my normal perky standards. I get it. This is from What's Going On Quad Cities. Davenport's police officer assaulted while breaking up a fight near Elmore Avenue and East 53rd Street. Ends with suspect being tasered. Chaotic confrontation involving the Davenport Police Department was caught on video near Elmore and East 53rd Street after officers responded to break up a fight between two women. According to the video circulating on social media, T of the Quad Cities, which, is, by the way, is a pretty lefty page. If you go to it, feel free. Enjoy some of the TDS you will see there. An officer can be seen attempting to separate the women when a man who appeared to be with one of them suddenly rushes in and shoves the officer to the ground. Additional officers quickly arrive and the scene. The situation escalates. Video shows officers attempting to take the man into custody, but he breaks free and runs across the parking lot. After circling around the opposite side, the officers employ Mr. Sparky. The fight was because this woman was in a fight with another woman and was going after her with a knife. So the officer tried to chase him down. Oop, didn't know what to do that. Okay, don't drink. Don't drink and drive, kids. So here's the video clip. Maybe. Give it a second. Oh, maybe. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Hang on. I did that wrong. Hang on. There we go. Usual suspects. She's chasing her down with a knife. And the cop has to harass. She's got the knife in her hand. And the cop tackles her. You can barely see it. See if I can get that stop at the right spot. There it is. Oof, he's done. Hits that dump truck. Don't touch her? Are you kidding? He's a cop breaking up a fight.
Stop.
By the way, just a quick aside, did you hear what he called the cop? Did you hear what he called the cop? He used a magic N-word.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He assaulted that officer. Lady, stop. Don't. He assaulted that officer.
Sucks because we don't need this in the Quad Cities. But it's been getting more prevalent. A lot of people are talking about Chicago has come down here. Great.
Oh, there you go. That's your ass.
Get him.
He's just like what? I pulled the lot. What's going on? He just looked around. What the fuck? What's going on? And
You knew better. You knew better.
and down he goes. It's a taser, YouTube.
Your baby man, you knew better. Fuck this bitch's crap. Damn, fuck is on now. Damn, they did. Go in the house.
Don't fight. Don't throw riots. Don't do anything. Dude, you want to play another video?
Hi.
Whoa.
I sold out ramen. That was my lunch.
I didn't know it would do that. I had no clue it would do that. But that was just my own area. Woohoo. Neato. Keeb. That's what we need. But that's about it, guys. I've been on for long enough. I'm tired. I'm sorry if I haven't been as perky or fiery, which some people don't like anyway. But, you know. But I did promise I would come on tonight. Apologies for last night. I was up, my family stuff is continuing and honestly is going to be an off and on issue. But you know what? Sometimes as our family members get older in life, they were there for us as we grew up. Did how many years of Little League, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, whatever it may be. Taught us how to work on cars, taught us how to braid our hair, whatever else. And sometimes when they get older, it's our turn. That's the way the world works. But thanks for stopping in, guys. And honestly, I know that OK got a learned kick tonight. Hey, I'm just me. I'm trying to do this stuff. But I actually didn't find it bad. I got to figure out why it's not showing my camera on my dashboard, which I don't really need so much. I got my other screen, but still weird. But it's always nice to know if your stream is going or not. You just look at your dashboard, but nope. Thankfully, I looked the other. But honestly, I don't mind the way Kick looks. I don't mind the way it worked. The stream has looked good, looks solid. Of course, I've had very good luck with my stream since, got rid of Mediacom and went to T-Mobile Fiber. I'm not sponsored, obviously, but hey, T-Mobile, if you'd like to, feel free. You know? So, you know, thanks, Jay Watterson. I appreciate that. Actually, I can go. Actually, I can still type on you over here, I think. Nope, I can't type here either. Well, that's weird. Huh. So what is that all about? So I can move it up? Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm trying something. All right, I can see you, but I can't type on the dashboard. So still something wrong with the dashboard. Because if I can go over here and type to you, I can go over here. But the dashboard isn't showing my camera. I can see the chat, but I can't type on it. Something gotta be changed. So we'll see what happens. But honestly, for my first shot, Kick did just fine. So it is showing that's blocked off up here. I don't know why. I have to figure out. Okay. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate it. Thanks for showing up. Sog, have a good one, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Tell Paul I said hi. Tell Isaac I said hi. I still see some of his posts. He is, this is not a shot at him. He is a true, what a lot of people think of as a hippie, the happy, friendly, not out trying to flower power or boom, boom, bomb things. He was a true hippie. So say hi to Isaac for me. If there were more hippies were like Isaac, the world might be a slightly happier place, or at least less stressed. Stream tomorrow. I hope so. If anything, it might be mobile streams, or if it's super hot and a couple of my jobs do not go because it is super hot and humid out. I mean, last I knew, we had cloud cover that held in a lot of heat. It was pretty frisky here today. Let's see. It is still, it's 2:14 a.m. and it's 81 degrees. And the humidity is so thick, it has it already feeling at 91 degrees Fahrenheit here at 2 a.m. Woo, it's going to be a thick monkey today. Thick. And if anybody knows what I'm doing wrong on Kick, why my cam doesn't show up on my dashboard and why I can't type on my dashboard, but it shows the chat, let me know. Other than that, guys, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And Jay Watterson, I will do my best. If anybody sent me any emails, I apologize. I'm a little behind, but I still say if there's any videos, any topics you'd like to address, send them to lionsdenws6@gmail.com or feel free to comment in the comments section of this video. Because for YouTube not being very friendly to small channels, it does do a pretty good job about letting me know when I get messages. Strangely, Exploring with CF's been getting a lot of messages lately. Weird how that channel has grown while I'm not using it. Maybe I need to post some more of my old urban exploring videos I still have. All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at, as my old friend Carl used to say. And I will talk to you guys later as soon as I remember to hit the correct hotkeys to get out of here and not the hotkeys to boot up Rumble. Maybe next time I'll try all three. I'm not sure what that takes. But you know what? All right, guys. I'm Jay Waters. It does depend on my voice, what I have to deal with tomorrow for my relative. If you ever dealt with an elderly parent or other family member who has problems and you are all that's up there, you know what I'm going through. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Thank you very much. Stay safe. And you know what? I'd almost like to steal Philip Bonte's thing. Remember the left lane is for crime. Okay. Or for driving fast. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.